everyone, and welcome to episode 3 of the Moonlighters. We are back. This is our fortnightly D&D stream. That word is forever ruined for me, I think.
It's the first thing I thought of.
I know. I know it's on everybody's mind right now.
I'm not going to dab.
Yeah, am I right, gamers?
You gotta get that SEO somehow.
Yeah. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the stream. We are back, and so excited to continue on with the adventure that our four people of interest are embarking upon. Adventurers is probably, but are you on an adventure? I thought we decided not heroes necessarily. Is adventurers the correct word here?
I mean,
we're adventurers.
We're not heroes.
You're adventurers, not heroes. Heroes is like legendary adventurers.
Right.
Mercenaries.
I don't even think we're mercenaries, right? Mercenaries implies
Mercenaries get paid. We haven't been paid yet.
Yeah, guild members, I guess.
No, mercenaries implies experience.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, either way, we are back and super excited to continue on with this adventure. Before we do any housekeeping and whatnot, we've got these lovely folks that are surrounding me. I am Bengineering, of course. You're watching this on my channel, but maybe you came from any of these folks' channel. Hi, I am the DM of this lovely adventure. I am a variety streamer, and you can see me doing all kinds of fun things, specifically with Serge and Adam over at Loading Ready Run. We do all kinds of fun adventures, as well as our show Multi-Pals that we do every Friday. With that, let's. I want to start off with Funko today. Funko, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hey, my name's Funko. I'm a variety streamer, probably best known for playing a lot of battle royales and shooters over on twitch.tv/EL_Funko, as well as a bunch of other stuff like Magic and Lotto chess games.
Serge.
Hi, my name is Serge. When I'm not doing stuff with the boys over at Loading Ready Run, you can find me on my own channel at Serge Jaeger, primarily playing Minecraft, but then a bunch of strategy and building games and stuff like that. So if you like resource management and questionable ethics, boy, do I have a stream for you.
It's a weird. That's a weird combination.
But that was smooth, though. The way you just played it off and whatnot. It's accurate for sure.
You practice that in front of the mirror?
Yeah.
I practice smooching on the mirror.
Do you?
No.
Oh, I thought I wasn't alone.
Wow.
No.
Adam, you wanna do your little intro?
Yeah, I do a lot of work for Loading Ready Run, and I also have a Twitch stream at twitch.tv/cbats. And because apparently I don't have enough D&D in my life, I've been playing through Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, you're almost done.
Yeah, that game sucks.
All right.
It doesn't suck. It's an RPG based on second edition D&D from the 90s. So it's
it's dated.
Yeah, showing some crack.
Nostalgia goggles might be a little bit thick for a lot of the people who recommended it.
Yeah.
And last but not least, who is TQ, who is recovering from some sickness. You want to do your intro, friend?
I barely want to do my intro. I'm TQ, and I play games that let me have cute animals. That's it. I'm done now.
I
Yeah, and you can find her streaming over at twitch.tv/slytq. I'm gonna do my best not to destroy TQ's vocal cords today. As you can see, she's coughing away. Yeah, there we go. But we're gonna continue on with the adventure and have some fun. But before we get into that, just a little bit of housekeeping, and then we'll start with the adventure. The first is I have a VOD channel now that you can actually catch the recaps and stuff like this up on there. The first 2 episodes are already there. There's a handy dandy chat commandy that can bring that up. If you hop on over there, you can, if you miss an episode or anything like that, that's where they'll all be stored, and you can check them out there. The second dealio is this is a show that I do with my friends, and they are professionals, and they're good at what they do, and because of that, I like to pay them for what they do. So how it works is we kind of do it kind of like a busker system in a way. All bits and whatnot that come from this stream get divided amongst my friends here. So if you enjoyed the show or anything like that, please feel free to throw some bits in there. They'll go towards them and pay them for this lovely dealio. And I also will be saying thanks to all of the folks who give bits and subs and all that jazz at the end of the stream. And yeah, I think that's it. Do I say anything else usually at the start of this?
House rules.
Oh, right, house rules. We'll probably goof up. We live under the law of Cameron Lauder in D&D, which means that if we goof up on a rule, it's a house rule, and it's meant to be that way. We did that on purpose.
The whole time there were no mistakes.
Yeah.
Just a large chain of house rules, all deliberately manufactured to make the experience better.
Yeah. So there, yeah, that's kind of the deal. We will probably make mistakes because none of us are D&D experts. I am certainly not Matt Mercer in any stretch of the imagination. He's got a more chiseled chin than I do. So without further ado, why don't we get on back into our session, and I'll start us off with a big old box text that brings us back into things and recaps kind of what all happened before. So let's do this thing. So last time on the Moonlighters, our people of interest found themselves agreeing to aid the tribe of kobolds that lives within the Sunless Citadel in rescuing their pet dragon from a warring goblin tribe. With the help of their new companion Meepo, the party ventured deeper into the Citadel. And after a fiery encounter caused by Tully, the party found some footprints that led them to an area of the keep that was actually completely covered in mind-controlling purple spores that were controlled by a Big Daddy mushroom. And after yet another fiery encounter,
That was not my fault that time.
No, but this one was more on purpose. I guess yours was also on purpose, a little bit.
I deliberately drank the fire. I didn't know it was going to explode, though.
Yeah.
I deliberately drank the fire, and I knew it was going to explode, so that worked great.
You're the test dummy for that one. After the party defeated the giant fungus, they discovered a hidden tunnel in the back of the room. So the fires have settled because, of course, Oscar cast what was it? Create water, shape water. What's the actual name of the spell?
Create water.
Create water. Yeah, you cast create water and made it rain in the room, which made the fires go away, but also burnt away a lot of the fungal growth that was on the walls, uncovering this hidden tunnel that's kind of in the back of the room. And so Meepo kind of walks into the room as you guys are looting around and looking and seeing what you can find in there. And he walks over to the hole and he sort of like peers down into it. Now this hole is like about, like I would say maybe like 4 feet by 3 feet. Like it's like a large air vent kind of a thing. And he kind of peers in through the darkness and says, Meepo can't be sure, but the tunnel looks like it goes in direction towards Goblin area. But it's very dark, so Meepo can't be sure.
Okay.
And he kind of looks back to you.
Is everyone all right after that last fight? That was the most exciting fight of my entire career as an adventurer.
I mean, I'm pretty banged up. Oscar, yeah. I'm actually probably going to use a healing spell. I only got one extra spell. I think I'm just going to do it. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you could also, if you wanted to, it's up to you. But like, you could also choose to like rest here for like an hour or so. That's like the minimum for a short rest or something.
I've already used our hit dice for the day, right? Like, because we had a short rest last session.
Okay, right. I guess. Yeah, you have
hit.
I guess if your hit dice is equal to your level, then yeah, I guess you've used it.
Level 1 characters.
Hell yeah, level 1 characters, baby. Yeah, I'm gonna cure wounds on myself.
Okay. How much is that healing you for?
Let's find out. It's a D8 plus 3.
Mm-hmm. Big rolls.
I rolled a 1. So
oh,
cool. All right, we're having fun. All right, I go back to 7.
Practice roll, do it again.
Yeah.
Practice run.
No, it's good.
Ben, how long would you say that last mushroom fight took? Would that be like 10 minutes?
Probably, yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Like,
so I've lost the shield of faith that Adam gave me.
mhm,
That's 10-minute spell.
yeah.
Oh, that means I have no spells left. I gave you a shield of faith. Yeah, because I created water too.
Uh-oh.
I'm out of spells, baby. All right, that's cool.
Boys,
Yeah.
the boys tapped out of juice.
I'm
Alright.
out, man.
All right, let's see how. I don't know what that feels like. But
What is how do you heal, by the way? Like, how do you call it to your god, Oscar?
Oh, fuck. The same thing he says every time is like, little help.
I think it's just literally that. He says, oh, fuck. And then
Fuck.
And then your wounds.
He says that. He's like, oh, fuck. And then he like looks at Tully. He's like, I mean, shoot.
I'm not a kid.
Well, but that's what Oscar does. He's like, fuck.
All right, and then your wounds start to kind of seal a little bit. Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, you're at 7 health.
No,
now.
I didn't have a healing spell.
Oh,
'Cause I
you
cast-
didn't?
I didn't.
Oof.
That's what I'm saying. Because I cast Shield of Faith on.
someone had let me just make water from the can. It's been fine. But
All right, let's not play the blame game.
Yeah, I like
So-
that the smoke was so bad Neoma's lost her voice.
Yeah. So Meepo's standing by this hole, sort of like looking at
that's
you
really good.
as Oscar's like, little help, and nothing happens.
Yeah.
And Meepo's like, well, what do we do?
I think we just have to keep going, right?
Yeah, I think we. So yeah, I mean, I'll take the charge because I can see in the dark. Meepo with me.
Right,
So you can
you've still
light
got the light spell on your.
Yeah,
Warhammer,
my
I
axe
believe.
is still lit. My Warhammer is still lit up, so I want
Is
to
that a
raise that.
cantrip or something somebody used? Where did that come from?
Cantrip, yeah.
Yeah, create light as a
It's
cantrip.
my cantrip.
Okay.
And then it lasts until I end it. I think.
Uh,
Or
ooh.
you choose to end it.
It's probably. Let's find out.
is there any downside to like
It
sleep?
lasts for an hour, but I can cast it indefinitely, right? So it's just
Yeah,
like,
sure.
Oh, okay, yeah.
What was that, Neoma?
Is there any downside to like sleeping? Also, the smoke has really fucked with my voice, so
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
we
Lord.
could rest now. Actually, this could be a good time to like chill, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe go back and find a
Before
room.
we go down in the hole.
Yeah, so I mean, like, I would recommend, like you could probably go back to the room you were just in, like the room that had like the 2 exposed traps and like the fountain.
Yeah, let's sleep in the room with the deadly pits. and
Well, I
hope
mean,
no
it's
one
probably
will-
better than in the smoldering remains of the fungus room.
of a giant.
I mean, I guess we're also not
sentient
sleeping.
fungus. Yeah,
No, we don't have to. We can sleep in shifts. Like we don't have to sleep.
yeah. Or
Okay, 15
or what
minutes.
if Magnar uses those amazing nails he has and like barricade both the doors so we don't have to worry about anything?
But that's a lot of work. Can we just like be like cautious, be like cat-like
Well, it's
reflexes?
like that, or a kobold murders us in our sleep. No offense, Meepo.
It's a really big hero thing to take watch, though. So
Yeah.
you could earn your adventuring.
Well, we can sleep in shifts and reinforce the door.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. If it makes Tully happy, let's reinforce the door.
Unless you want to live dangerously, I can live dangerously. Like I
Always.
can.
All right.
Yeah.
Are you guys gonna go back into the other room and rest then for a bit?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
have to.
we'll take a
We're
short
tapped out.
rest.
Well, I'm tapped out. I'm useless. You know what I mean? Like,
Actually useless. Yeah. Neoma's like, you are useless. I wonder how that happened.
So I guess we take shifts and then we do a long rest.
Sure. So I'd say like a long rest typically is about 8 hours or so, as a heads up. And
I
this
think
is
it's
totally
short
fine.
rest.
Well, so short rest would be that would be like the 1 hour where you can expend hit dice and stuff. But if you're taking a long rest, if you want to like replenish your health and your spells and all that kind of jazz, that would be an 8 hour thing. But you're absolutely able to pitch a little fire and eat and stuff like that if you would like in the prior room. Absolutely, there's enough ventilation because you've seen torches and whatnot.
I think for Oscar's sake, we need to take a break.
For sure.
Yeah.
He's an old
Okay.
man and he needs to sleep.
yeah, I'm getting kind of cranky.
Okay. Okay.
Long-
I mean, I could eat, so
It's
yeah,
like too
let's do that.
late, man.
Okay, so you venture on back to the room, and your packs will have bedrolls and stuff in them. You all have a traditional adventurer's pack. And you said you were doing like shift watching kind of a thing. Who would take the first watch? Yes.
Sure.
All right. Tully's gonna stay up.
Yeah.
I'll do. I don't care which
Should
one.
we
Actually,
do it
Oscar, since
in
Oscar.
pairs?
Go ahead, Neoma. Sorry.
Should we do it in pairs?
Yeah, I was going to say Do we watch in pairs or are we doing solo shifts?
Well, I'm thinking Oscar being all beat up and stuff like that should just sleep. I mean, he needs the rest the most, and if he's interrupted, he won't get the full rest.
Oscar and Magnar should sleep
Sure.
because I'm fine. Tully's fine.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
Great.
And
Okay.
then we'll take the first watch.
So Tully and Neo, you're watching, and nothing happens. It's very. I think you hear like the squeak of rats and whatnot, and then you have the opportunity now. Your watch is kind of coming to a close. You've been sitting around for about 4 hours or so. This could be the part where you swap over. Do you do anything in particular at all?
No,
I'm
no.
alert. I train my mind and my willpower.
All right. Then Oscar and Magnar, you wake up, you sit there for a watch. Magnar, you notice a little glowy like speck of dust kind of fly through the air, and it looks particularly interesting to you, but nothing else of note.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about it. So
So
you all
I'm
wake
bored.
up.
That's code for bored. Okay.
Yeah, hell yeah. There were other specks of dust, but this one looked particularly interesting to you, and it carried your attention for a little while. So you all wake up, you feel refreshed, your health's back, nothing happens, you get your spells back, and
Nice.
Meepo was just sort of sitting there, whittling away at like a little like rock and whatnot. He was just like making little carvings and stuff on the wall. He managed to draw like a cute little like stick figure kobold, and it looks like there's like a leash extending from it on what looks to be like a rudimentary little like goblin or like dragon kind of a thing. It looks like some sort of weird creature.
This is his friend.
Mhm.
Wow, good job, Meepo.
Yeah.
We'll get your dragon back.
Meepo goes, "Oh, okay. Is everyone feeling better now? Perhaps Meepo was so worried about Calcrix."
Yeah, I mean, we're okay. Let's calm down. Worrying doesn't do anything. Worrying's not helping, okay? Meepo, first of all. Second of all, we only have one way to go. So I think that pretty much narrows our options.
Well, technically, you have two ways to go. You have the hole in the tunnel, and you also still have that door that you boarded up way back, like down the hall.
Oh yeah, the trap where all the caltrops were.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think we should
All
just
I'm
go down the
saying,
hole.
We know there's angry goblins behind one of those things.
Yeah.
There could be anything down the dark hole. We should do that.
Could even be a boat.
Could be a
It could
boat.
also be angry goblins.
Yeah,
Could also be angry goblins, but
could
we
be
won't know until we find out.
it could be a boat of goblins.
All right, so you walk back into the room with the hole, and you said Magnar was going to go first.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
we'll
probably have to recast the light cantrip.
Yeah, I'll
Oh,
do
yeah,
that.
you are. So we've healed to full because that was a long rest. Is that
Yes, yeah, everyone's back up.
Okay, so are we doing like Magnar, me, Tully, Neoma?
Sure.
right?
Traditional
And then
large
me post with me, right? So to kind of point out the way.
Yeah.
So this hole is not large enough that you could put two side by side. You will absolutely need to either like crouch down, probably for like Magnar, and for like people like Oscar, who's white. I imagine you're probably like 5'11", 6 feet or something like that.
I wrote it down.
Yeah.
Let me-
You will most likely need to kind of go like either prone or like super crouch. Like everyone's basically on their hands and
yes. Super crouch.
super crouch. Yeah. So Meepo could like go behind you, Magnar, like between you and Oscar.
We'll do that.
Okay. So so you enter on in to this tunnel.
Mhm.
And you can kind of it's pitch black, so the only thing that's really illuminating it is Magnar's hammer with this light cantrip. And as you're kind of going through, you look at the walls, because there's not much else to look at in this tunnel, but you do see that it extends out quite a bit, and it sort of descends down a little bit and then proceeds sort of forward and curves. And the walls of the tunnel seem to be kind of like a mixture of stone and dirt. So this was like still part of the castle, but clearly, it falling down into the Sunless Citadel falling down into this ravine has sort of caused it to fall in with itself. So this was not, a tunnel that was made by human hands, from what you can tell, or dwarf hands or anything like that. But because you can see that the walls have like scratch and bite marks and stuff, and this seems to have actually been whittled away by like hands. And some of the fungal growth actually does sort of continue into here, but it doesn't seem to be like doing like that pulsing or anything that like it was doing before. Like
It would make sense that the fungus is from where we were, not there's more where we're going.
Yeah, exactly. And as you're traveling through it, you're able to, Magnar, you're able to see a very dim light. Kind of, you've been traveling through this now for maybe like 2 or 3 minutes of difficult terrain, and you see a dim light at the end of the tunnel.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to try and keep going through the tunnel and clear it out so that the people behind me can get through. And because I have dark vision, so it's just a dark room. It's not like magical darkness or anything, right?
No, yeah. So it's just this dark tunnel. But so with your dark vision, I would say you are able to sort of make out that this dim light appears to be kind of coming through the cracks in a wall. And the wall appears to sort of be sealed off with like haphazardly placed like rocks and stones and whatnot.
Huh. Is that like the end of the termination of the tunnel? Is a wall?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to have to crack into that to get through.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, because I guess I whisper from where we are and relay that information behind me, and then say, I guess I'm just going to go up and bash through the wall and get out of here, because at the moment we're stuck in a fucking tunnel.
Yeah.
And then crawl forward and then just ram the warhammer into it to smash through.
Great.
Well, I have a crowbar.
No, I like the hammer better.
Well, you're also like a whole other person behind me. So
I do like the idea of passing a crowbar up, like me past it, and like, here, take this.
It's like a heist movie. All right.
I can pass you the crowbar. It's like,
yeah. Okay. So I take I might even have you know what? I have a crowbar. So we take all the
He
time
doesn't
to pass
even
that
need
crowbar.
your
I'm
crappy
like,
crowbar.
oh, one of these. I have this, and then take mine out.
No, he is too.
I jam it in there and then work the thing. I mean, also like I kind of like the idea of just smashing it with Warhammer.
Right.
But
yeah, you do you.
Either way, like I just want to smash through the wall and then clear the tunnel. And
Okay.
just run.
He like takes both crowbars, puts them down, smashes it with the hammer.
So I'll say, Funk, can you make a DC, a strength check? Sorry, I was about to. For some reason, I was going to be like, make a DC insert number here of strength check, or it's been almost 2 weeks.
I got a 19.
You got a 19. All right. So with a 19, you were easily able to. How are you going about taking out this wall?
I just wanted to ram, poke it with the warhammer, with my hand on the hilt.
So with that, you sort of bash the wall, and the stone just sort of falls away. Like it was just sort of placed there to cover up the hole, not to really.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, as someone familiar with stonework, I knew that, so
yes.
I just
you're an expert. So the light from this room sort of spills into the hole now. And Magnar, being at the front, you can see that this appears to just be like an overly crowded pantry. There are from like the floor to the ceiling, there are like barrels and boxes and crates. All kinds of random assortment of crap is here. And kind of peering around the room, you see that there is a door to the north and the south. And you appear to have kind of come in through, and the wall that you're sort of coming out of looks like it was just the hole was acknowledged, and nobody could give enough of a fuck to actually properly seal it up, so they just put rocks and stuff in the way and then shove some.
Who could possibly crawl through this hole?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to exit the tunnel and motion everyone else to come through, while also listening, just to make sure that no one heard us crack through a wall into this pantry.
Yeah, sure. Make a perception check.
$17.
Okay. So
I have to remember what perception was.
No, it's just because you don't have a camera. We're all just like, did he die? So, all right. So with the 17, you listen around. You can instantly tell that there's nobody else in this room.
I needed a perception check for that.
Yeah,
just look around.
Well, you can't hear anybody else.
Okay.
Maybe there's no shuffling around in boxes or anything like that.
Anything? And can you hear anything from like outside either door?
No, I was thinking more like the outside the doors. Like, is there any reaction to us having like? I figure if there's some reaction in this room, I'm going to hear and or see it.
Yeah. So to the sorry, did I actually completely make my mess up here? I'm trying to get my cardinal directions here. Sorry, so it's not to the north and the south. It would be to the east and the west. So to the east, you hear what sounds like a thunk of some sort. And it sounds kind of like some sort of projectiles that are hitting a soft surface and chittering. That sort of sounds vaguely similar to that of like the screams you heard in the Caltrop hallway. And to the west, you hear nothing. But you do note, just from observing, that there seems to be like a wispy bit of smoke emanating from the bottom of the door.
Which door?
This is to the west.
Okay. All right, I'll wait. Seeing as the coast seems clear, I'll wait for everyone else to clamber through into the pantry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then, I don't know, do we just want to start stealing stuff? What's the plan here?
Why would we be stealing stuff?
What are we gonna steal?
What?
Why? We don't know what's in it. Look at all this stuff. There could be anything in here.
Maybe after. I would hate to be found literally pilfering through someone's pantry when we have friends to rescue and magical apples to get. Unless the magical apples are in this room. I search for magical apples.
We haven't even looked yet.
Okay, so everybody's out of the hole, I assume, by now. Yes?
Yeah.
I'm not comfortable rummaging through other people's belongings. However, I will stand guard if you choose to do that.
Oh wait, they told us that the magical apples are under control of like the wizard. They wouldn't just randomly be in a barrel.
Yeah.
Okay.
What if a barrel is controlled by the wizard?
Yeah, that's right. Magnar.
Check me.
What if the wizard has money in a barrel?
All right.
I need to do the stage whisper.
What if the wizard is a barrel?
Who is anybody searching through these barrels, or are you just kind of coming out?
No. It was just goofing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm already searching.
Okay. Magnar, do an
boss?
investigation check for me then, please.
I
got a 5.
Okay. So with a 5, you kind of
just smash the place.
Well, you do your cursory glance over everything. A lot of these seem like sealed shut and stuff. So if you wanted to take out your crowbar and stuff, you could.
No.
But you sort of see that a lot of these, there's like some pints of oil, notably of anything that you're kind of looking over. You do notice that there are a few small barrels that are labeled, but you can't make out what the writing actually says. It just looks like gibberish to you.
Is it the Draconic again or a different language?
It looks different than the Draconic symbols you've seen.
Meepo, can you read this? Do you know what this says?
So Meepo kind of comes over as he was just sort of sitting on one of the barrels, and hops down and walks over to you and he goes, This is written in Goblin. Meepo speaks a little bit.
Magnar speaks Goblin. So.
Magnar does speak Goblin. All right. Yeah. So then Magnar, you look at maybe you just needed to adjust your eyes a little bit. You can tell at first that it was Goblin. And on the label it reads elf pudding.
Gross.
Oh, gross. I spit on the ground.
Elf
pudding. Like pudding made out of elves or pudding made by elves?
Mm-hmm.
Who can say? Both sound gross.
You'd have to open it up and see.
Please don't open the stinky.
Now I really want to know. I want to open it.
Okay, I take the crowbar and crack it open.
Hold on. Before we use a crowbar, there could be people outside the door.
Why can't we isn't it just a jar? Can't we just open the jar?
Well, it's a sealed barrel, but I can just crack it open. It won't be too loud. They didn't hear us smash through a wall. They're not going to hear me cracking open a barrel.
All right.
If they heard us smash through the wall, they're probably already outside the door.
Yeah, I just want to know.
All right, I check out the stinky elf pudding.
You open up the barrel with your crowbar, and inside of it appears to just straight up be viscera. Like,
ew.
Okay, I'm just gonna quietly slide the top on that barrel and pat it shut.
And now I know.
Okay, let's move on.
Oscar dry heaves. He's like, whoa.
I told you these goblins, they're just not good people. All right, let's move past this door.
Well, all right. So which direction are you
Do we
heading?
know if either of the two that we're looking for were elves?
You don't know.
Fuck, we should have asked more questions.
Yep.
Yeah, now I'm realizing I just
Should
assumed they
have.
were human, but we just
We
okay.
don't know
Well,
what they look like. We didn't
well,
get
you know.
description. We don't even know their names.
Yeah. So
Look.
to the east is the door where you can hear like chittering goblin and stuff, as well as like the thunking. And then to the west is the door that is you can't hear anything, but you do see that there is like wisping sort of smoke from underneath the door.
Hey, Magnar, can you hear what they're saying through the other door?
I'm listening, but all I can hear is that they are goblins. I can't hear what they're saying though.
Yeah,
I
it's
assume.
it's quite muffled behind the door. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So quick straw poll: goblins or smoke? I'm raising the hand. And like
Smoke.
Goblins.
Wait, what's the question?
one door has smoke, one door has goblins. What
Yeah.
are we feeling here?
I mean, I'm already screwed from smoke, so I guess goblins.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going goblins every time.
All right.
Those.
All right.
So I'm going to, much like the last room, try and set myself up a little bit away from the door. But if they open it up, I'd have clear line of sight. So I've got my bow ready.
All right.
I want to investigate the door before we crack it open, just to make sure it's not rigged with something.
Okay. Do an investigation check.
Oh, checking for traps. Nice.
That's a 10.
From what you can see of this closed door, there are no traps or anything with it.
That sounds good. All right, now next poll. Do we go in soft? Or do we go in loud?
Well, open the door first and see what we see, and then you make a judgment call at that point.
Well, that was what I'm saying. Do I
That
want
would
to
be soft.
Open the door, or am I? Let me put it this way: I'm opening it with
Open
my
it
hand.
quietly. What if you open the door and there's 100 of them, right?
Well, then we're dead.
That
Yeah.
sounds like a party. All right.
But maybe we could close the door and then sneak back out the tunnel. So there's the
Ellie,
option if something goes
you're-
wrong.
You're adorable.
All right. The kid wants this quiet option, so I'm going to gingerly touch the handle with 2 fingers and rotate it slowly, and then push it ever so slightly.
All right. The door doesn't move.
Okay. Well, I'm going to give it like 5% more power,
Try pulling it.
and try and do the same thing but pulling
Okay. The door opens.
Yeah.
very slowly, and then just a little crack open, and then just peek through.
Literally, I was gonna say pull the door.
Yeah. So.
Door's locked. Guess we're fucked.
So you gingerly sort of open the door, and from like the little crack that you're looking through, you can't make up out the whole room, but it appears to be quite a long room that runs north and south, and this door sort of appears to be sort of in the middle of the wall of the I guess that would be the western wall of the room. And kind of peering around, you as you're looking through the door, you see sort of a flash of something kind of flash past your vision, and you kind of follow it, and you look down at the end, and you can see that there is a dummy, and it's like made of like hair and fur, and they're like burlap, and they look sort of vaguely like a human or elf, and an arrow strikes true right in the center of it. And looking the other way, you kind of see that there are some goblins at the edge of the room, taking pot shots with bows at these dummies.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I relay that information to the team very quietly that we're looking at some sort of hallway target range situation with some goblins down the end. Now, I could take out my shield and we could move down covered towards them and really goof these goblins up. Yeah. Or we can just quietly shut the door and check out smoke door number 2. What are we feeling?
I'm down for door number 2.
I mean, they're just goblins. They're like,
Wait, how many goblins are there?
You can see 3.
I mean, they're not much stronger than children, right?
I was going to say, I mean, that's not the way I would describe it, but yeah, that's accurate. I could definitely take on 3 goblins, so don't worry about it.
I mean, if we want to do that, I could lead with a bow shot.
Yeah.
But I get out there first and give you some cover. And then
Okay, so we would go Magnar, then me, and then.
No. You're not going second.
But how do I get the opportunity for a sneak attack with a bow if you go first?
Well, I mean, we're walking into the line of fire where they're shooting. I don't know how sneak attack that's going to be.
I think Tully wants to shoot through the door.
As an
no, 'cause
archer, there's a window of downtime. You wait for the shot, and then while they're reloading, I pop out and I go.
That is also
So
true.
as you
That's a
guys
fair-
are discussing this, you
have your
hear a
whispers.
little bit of like chittering and whatnot. And Magnar, you notice that like one of the goblins sort of appears to be like pointing at the door.
Well, so just orientation wise, we're looking out a door that's in the middle of the hallway, and then it runs perpendicular to where the door is facing, right?
Yes.
So, okay.
Tully, why don't you hide behind me and then they won't know that you're there? So every attack is a sneak attack.
I don't think it works
Is
like
that,
that.
is that how that works?
It's up to the DM.
That's
I
not
don't
how
know.
that works.
No.
Yeah. Okay,
It would
so
not.
I'm gonna mention like, okay, these things are stupid, but they're not that stupid.
Genius, we gotta make a
They,
decision.
they saw the door open, so I think we've just
Yeah.
got to go for it.
We just gotta go.
Okay, so I'm gonna equip my shield.
I'll lead.
No. I refuse. I
Well,
equip
I'm
my
not gonna
shield.
Run out. I just want to like pew, and then you can run down.
Let him shoot the fucking
I just- I
arrow.
wanna-
just wanna
So
shoot.
at this point now, a goblin has sort of come around by his own,
All right, kid, have at him.
All right.
and starts walking towards you.
Okay, I'm going to try and I don't know if you want me to do a hide roll or stealth roll first, but I'd like to pop around the corner and then shoot it with an arrow. and then
You
pop out.
you can just shoot an arrow. You don't need to do a hide roll or anything because he's not completely aware of you yet.
Okay. So woo, 15.
That hits the goblin.
Nice.
Good job.
8 damage.
Okay, so you shoot this arrow at this approaching goblin, and like the two other goblins that are over there are sort of like watching, and they see their friends sort of hobble over towards the door that seems to, because they from the where they're at, right, it just kind of looks like the door opened a little bit. They can't actually see
Oh, right. Yeah,
beyond
we
it.
only opened it a crack at first.
Yeah, right? And so through this crack, suddenly an arrow shoots out and it pegs their friend dead center in the head, and the goblin crumples over, and the two goblins like look absolutely flabbergasted and stunned. And
Nice
with
kid.
and with that, I need you all to roll initiative.
Fair.
All right. That's not good.
Magnar got a 17.
And 13.
All right, hold on here. One sec. I just got to make sure the actual thing is working, because sometimes OBS does a goof and it doesn't save whenever you change a new thing. And I'm just talking to fill
the
time
air.
and fill
Mhm.
the air. There we go. Great. All right. Tully, what'd you get?
I got a 19.
Okay. Magnar,
17.
Neo,
13.
Oscar.
6.
All right. Perfect. So, all right. So Tully, you shot this arrow, and with it struck true, and you're just so psyched that you did something so rad and whatnot as an adventurer. So your adrenaline just keeps going, and you get to go again. Just go right
You know
right
what?
ahead.
I'm going to feel really good. And even though I said I was only going to take one shot, I bet you I could hit another one. So I'm going to try and take another shot. And then, well, I'll do that first.
Sure, go for it.
All right. I roll a 22 to hit.
You absolutely hit this goblin.
I rolled 10 damage.
All right, so this other guy, the other one, you just saw his friend. He's like, what? And then he looks up, and there's another arrow coming, like sailing right for his head, and punk, and it knocks. It's right in the skull, and the goblin crumples over and dies.
All right. And then I'm going to like hold the door and then like roll back so that Magnar can run out.
Okay, all right. So you do that. The other goblin falls down dead. There's one goblin left. It is your turn, Magnar.
All right. Magnar's going to take a short rest because Tully's got this. You got it, kid. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to move out with my shield equipped and push down the hallway. How far is the goblin down the hallway?
I would say he's about 15 feet, so you can make it.
Okay. I want to charge at him with my shield and try and bowl him over.
Sure.
Is that an athletics check? Strength check? Is it a strength contest?
Let's do a strength check. Sure. I don't know
Oh,
what
that
they
is
did
not-
to Bull's Rush in
That is not good. 9.
All right. So you bowl, you run out of the room, charge in with your shield in an attempt to bowl over. And the other goblin now, just like he sees this, he saw his two friends die. He's out of this stupor and just sees this dwarf, full-fledged just running at him and goes like, and the goblin screams and starts turning around and begins to try like also running away from you. You catch up to it, but because you're both sort of running at about the same speed, it just sort of more is like a push, and so you're beside the goblin. You push him a little bit, but he doesn't fall over.
Okay, when the goblin starts screaming, I also start screaming.
Oh my god, why?
All right, so Magnar is screaming. Sounds good.
What's your battle cry, Magnar?
Yeah.
Ah!
All right.
Needs
Neo.
some work, but sure.
Neo, it is your turn.
We're gonna have to group think that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so as it's running away, I'm probably still in the doorway behind these ding dongs. So I'm gonna use my probably my ray of frost. Yeah, I'm gonna use my ray of frost because I should be able to get it from where I am because
Sure.
it's 60 feet range, so it should be fine.
You're definitely good there.
Does an 18 hit it?
Yes, you're good.
So then it'll take 7 damage of, I think it's just normal damage, right? Like
It'd probably be like frost damage or ice damage. But with 7, the goblin becomes encased in the ice, very similar to how the fungus did. And so it's running away from you and then goes...
Its speed is reduced by 10 feet until its next turn.
Well, its speed is reduced by 100% because it is frozen in place.
Because it's fucking dead.
And Magnar continues his
Wait,
charge.
it's dead?
Oh yeah, it continues its charge towards them and just shatters through the goblin. And now Magnar's sort of a little bit covered in shattered goblin viscera.
Gross.
So like, is Neona like, oh, it's dead? And I'm like, I look at her and I'm like, they're fucking children. I mean, they're children.
Yeah, but like...
So
Magnar yells back, I shot. It's a joke.
All right, so Magnar with two accounts of screaming.
We've woken the hive.
You look sort of south of the room, and you hear because you hear some chittering and what sounds kind of like little shouts and whatnot.
Is south back the way we came or further down the way he went?
So he was heading north, and south is the other direction of the
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
so back where we are.
Yeah, and around the corner of the room that you can't quite see from the doorway, 2 goblins sort of poke their heads around the wall, and you instantly recognize them as the 2 goblins that you saw at the end of the hallway of the Caltrops hallway, and they see you, and they scream again. And Magnar, you're able to make out in their language. It's like, it's them, the ones that broke our door.
Okay. I'll yell back at them. Yeah, we're about to break a lot of other stuff too, and then start running that way. I guess it's awesome.
I look at Oscar and I go, wait, what did he say? Because I'm assuming this is in Goblin.
I can't
It's in
speak
Goblin.
Goblin. I have no idea. Yeah.
Yeah, so just
Sounds bad. Like it sounds like we're fighting still.
Yeah, you heard them scream in some language you didn't understand, and then Magnar screamed in some language they understand. Meepo kind of like tugs at Neo's. Are you wearing like a robe? What are you wearing, Neo?
Yeah, so I have like she has like imagine kind of like a skirt, but like has a giant slit in it. So like she has like things you could pull on.
Okay, so he kind of tugs on that and goes, "Oh, he said he's gonna break things."
Oh Jesus crap-a-moly. Okay.
Yeah.
So Magnar, you're turning around. Oscar, you see these goblins.
Yep.
What
How
do
far
you do?
away are they from me?
They're about 20 feet.
Is it my turn in like the
It
initiative?
is your turn, yeah.
They're like 20 feet?
Yeah.
Okay, so Oscar's like, okay. So I'll move towards the goblins.
Sure.
Yeah. So I'll move. I'll ready my weapon. I want to smash one of their fucking heads in. So
Right.
basically, yeah. So I'm gonna bash one.
Okay.
I'm assuming we just came. Like, I'm assuming we just went around, like the door that they were guarding. Like
We
we
probably
literally
did,
went all the way
yeah.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess I'll run up and try to attack one of them. Right?
Sure. Yeah, go for it.
All right. Oh wow. I'm assuming a 19 hits.
Yes, you're good.
And the warhammer comes down for 6 points.
All right. So
Yeah.
you smash the goblin.
Yeah.
And it like you basically like dislocate its arm. Like you can feel as the hammer comes down, it's like, and it's like, ah! and also cries out a little bit. And its friend is beside it, and it's like, ah! and it's just this terrible, terrible massacre. But the goblin is still standing, and it's like clutching its arm.
Yeah.
And it's just like crying out in pain, and it like sort of is like trying to fumble for any weapon, but it can't seem to because one of its arms is another working. So the other goblin, seeing that you just hit its friend, pulls out a scimitar out of its scabbard and slashes at you. And it's because it's so surprised at everything that's going on, just sort of misses you because this is just flailing out of reaction and stuff. And completely whiffs on its attack on you. So now it is Tully's turn.
All right. I'm gonna pop back out just for a second out of the room as I see Oscar charge off, and I'm just gonna say, "Oscar, duck!" and I'm gonna shoot the one that just swung at him.
Sure.
Pew pew. I only rolled a 14 this time.
A 14. So you shoot the arrow, and this one sails just by the goblin. Like it was so close, like within a hair.
I'm really sad because I rolled max damage too.
Yeah,
I missed that one.
Unfortunately, whiffed it.
He's a bee's dick away.
Magnar, it is your turn. Yes, a bee's dick away.
How big is this hallway? Is it like jam packed? Is there even any point trying to get past anyone?
It is not. It's not crowded at all. Like it's a quite open space because this is from looking around, you can tell that this is a practice range, right? Like the whole area is clear, but at around where you are, Magnar, there is what looks kind of like a little camp. There's like a cooking pot and a little hut, sort of a thing.
Okay, I'm going to I guess run down and attack the last goblin with my warhammer.
So there's still two. There's one that's like got the dislocated arm and is crying. And the other one that missed.
No, I want to attack the other one.
Okay, go for it.
The one that's fresh. Yikes. 16.
To hit?
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you got it.
I have my shield out, so I'm on one-handed, which is actually a D8. That is plus strength, 9 points of damage.
Okay, so you come on out and you charge down, and because it is focusing on Oscar with its scimitar and whatnot, it does not even see you as you come on down and smack it basically across the head with the hammer, and falls down and does not get back up. So there's one goblin left. Its arm is dislocated. It's crying in pain. Neo, it is your turn.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
Okay, we're going in two different directions with this. I was about to say, do we want to just keep this one alive and get some information out of him first? Or do we want to just murder him?
Probably. I mean, like,
He's in so much pain.
goblin, how much? I mean, they're not smart, right? Like, it's not
A goblin would be about as intelligent as a kobold.
I was going to say, he's intelligent enough to know that he's in pain and doesn't want more pain, so I think we can get some information out of him.
Money.
He just had a barrel full of elf gizzards in the closet. I mean, I'm not saying they're the nicest things on earth. You know, these are vicious, spiteful little fuckers. Like, we should try and find out if he knows where the dragon is.
Yeah, we probably should find out.
Okay.
I guess this is still technically combat, so I don't know.
Yeah. So well, Neo, if you want, you can use like your action to kind of come up and be like, we should capture this thing. Like you can deal non-lethal damage and stuff.
Yeah.
Like Pokemon.
It's not like a Pokemon.
Exactly
Oh my
like
God.
a Pokemon. It's exactly like if I had just hit a Pokemon with
Stop
a word.
it, Adam. Stop. Okay, what I'll do is I'll use it, and hopefully DM, can I do this?
Yeah.
Can I use Ray of Frost as a non-lethal action to freeze him so he cannot currently feel pain
Sure.
in like areas below his head, his neck?
nerves.
Like, can I numb his nerves below his neck?
Do you just want to like? So you want to like snowman him up to like his
basically
neck?
want to snow. Yeah.
Yeah, and so it's like the rest of his body is frozen, but just his neck is protruding out.
Yeah.
Sure. Roll the hit.
Okay. This is a 16 hit.
Yes, you're good.
Oh, okay. Okay, and then I'll just. Do you want me to? I'm rolling.
No,
damage.
it's fine. He's got 1 health point. So you use your Ray of Frost, and it slowly freezes on up. And Oscar and Magnar, you're standing in front of this goblin, and you just see sort of it all freeze up, and now its just head is waggling, and its arm is sort of frozen in place, so it can't really move around, and it's not causing him as much pain. But you can kind of see this goblin is just, and his goblin is just like frozen, and it's like. And it's like screaming out and stuff like that, like yeah, and like Magnar, you can tell it's like you killed my friends. How could you?
Easily, actually. You guys were shit. So here's what's up. You're 1 inch from death here, and my friend here can make it all better. He's a cleric. Do you know what that is?
Yes.
Okay, so he can make it all better. Now we're looking for information. I'm just prattling on in Goblin.
This is all in Goblin. Yeah,
Yes.
we don't know
Oh yeah.
what's happening.
I'm just repeatedly going. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay. So I want to ask him. Okay, we're after Calcrix, the dragon. Does he have any information on that? Does he know what we're talking about?
Yeah. So the goblin kind of like looks at you and stops sort of crying out and sort of like sneers a little bit and goes in common, so everyone can kind of understand.
Death before dishonor.
Goes.
Why, the dragon is ours. You can't have.
Wait.
See, what did I tell you about these people?
Wait. So you can understand me?
Yes.
Why would you take the dragon?
Because the wizard and he told us to.
Whoa, hold on.
Who's he?
The wizard?
Yes. Wizard live below.
Wizard's name?
And it kind of like shakes his head.
Now you're not in the position to barter, okay?
I just gingerly stroke his cheek with the warhammer gun and say, "Come on, buddy," in Goblin. You know what's happening here.
Bellic.
Bellic? Okay. All right.
Gesundheit.
Have you seen 2 other large metahumans? A man and a woman?
Meta.
Have you seen anybody that's not a goblin come through here?
Yes.
Was one of them feminine and one of them masculine and looking?
Yes.
How
And
long
a
ago?
gnome.
And a gnome.
Ugh.
You don't like gnomes?
Just Adam Savadan doesn't like gnomes. Not Oscar. Oscar's fine with gnomes, but Adam
I
Savadan.
imagined Oscar's actually going, ugh.
Adam. Garden gnomes are the devil's work. I
Yeah.
agree with you, and no one believes this. Thank you. This is
But D&D gnomes like weird fucking.
Oh no, I love D&D gnomes. I hate
Oh,
garden
they
gnomes.
probably smell like sausage. Like,
You smell like sausage.
yeah.
The goblin's just sort of sitting there and frozen there, and it's like,
You could kill me, or I won't tell you anything else.
That's
Well,
a weird proposition.
I don't want to kill you.
We don't want to kill him. Like, he's just a child. Like, we killed the other children. We don't need to.
Well, okay. Look, I don't know. I mean, Tully, back me up here. I don't know how many crimes you've done, but no witnesses, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we can't leave the goblin. Okay, so like this is where we're at. Okay, we can't just tie him up because then we're just killing him anyway because he's probably going to starve to death.
Yeah.
Look,
Absolutely.
So
can
and
It was
I-
like mind-controlled
I-
rats running
can
around.
I get down to the goblin's level? And then I want to be like, you're really not going to tell us anything else?
And
Don't get close. They get a bit bitey.
so the
Fine,
goblin,
okay.
the goblin kind of like looks at you, and his eyes soften a little bit, and he's like,
Mhm.
Okay.
They were my friends.
I'm going to cry. Okay. I know. I'm sorry.
But if you heal, I can give you key, and you can talk to gnome.
Okay. You know what? I think we could do that, Oscar, right? Magnar, we could do that.
I
We
mean,
hurt
we could
his
do that.
friends. We didn't even try to talk to them.
How do we know he's not lying?
Oh, I talked to him.
If he's lying, you said it yourself. He's about as strong as a child, and he's still a nice.
Here, how about this? Take us to the gnome, then we'll heal you. But if you try any
Well,
traps, or
I
if you
mean, we
try
did
to betray us,
freeze him solid, and he was screaming in pain right before that. We might have to heal him first.
We have to heal him.
I really want to use one of my healing spells on this goblin.
so the goblin goes,
Is deal or no deal?
Okay, Howie.
I don't understand that. Who is Howie?
I guess, yeah, never mind. It was a bad joke.
Just heal him while he's in the ice. He'll stay enclosed.
Yeah, but I mean, like, look.
Okay.
All right,
I'm going to say
fine.
to him.
I get,
I'm
okay,
gonna
fine.
say
So
to him
Oscar,
in-
like,
I'm going to say to him in Goblin, so the others can't understand. I say, "We'll heal you, but if you betray us, I'm going to do things to you that no healing spell will fix."
so Meepo, by the way, is watching all this and is sort of like cackling a little bit. It's like,
No, kill him!
yeah, I mean, like, Meeple's got a point, man. Like,
I point at Meepo and touch my nose.
all right. So the goblin goes,
Fine.
Find what?
I think that's the
Fine.
deal.
That's the deal. To Magnar, what Magnar said.
which
I
deal?
don't know what he said, but
All right, well, I guess, okay, fine. If you want me to do this, I'll do it. All right, so again, Oscar, like, grabs the goblin by the head, and he's like, fuck, I guess a little help. And then, yeah, then he gets cure wounds on the goblin.
sure, go for it. How much do you heal?
This feels bad. This is,
You're gonna do max healing, aren't you?
I'm probably going to do max healing. Nope, I rolled a 1. I heal him for 4 hit points. But that's
Okay.
a lot,
It's
right?
Oh,
like
yeah.
50%.
Uh,
Okay, so you heal this goblin.
yeah.
And he's like,
Yeah. Okay. I'll take you to the gnome.
Wait, what's your name?
My name is Grack.
Ah,
Grack. That's a
Grack.
that's
Goblin
a nice
one.
name.
that's a cute name.
Thank you.
Um.
Can I
Well-
not be in ice anymore?
Okay. Yeah. I can fix that.
so
I can make it go away.
Sure. All right. So you make it go away, and oddly enough, as like he comes out, his arm is sort of in like a weird position because like you healed him while he was still frozen in there, but he kind of goes like, yeah, and like he sets it back in his own like socket, and he's like, meh.
Okay, deal is deal.
And he sort of he bends down and ruffles through his friend's like little pack that he's got and pulls out a set of key or a single key. And he starts sort of walking without like any sort of like he doesn't say like he doesn't motion to follow or anything. He just sort of starts walking towards the far south corner of the room where you see that there is a door. And he goes over to the door and unlocks it. And then he goes. I assume you guys follow him, or
Yeah.
Oh, I'm following very close. I
Okay.
don't trust this.
so he opens the door and goes,
Is in there.
Okay, Greg, I have a question for you.
What?
Why is there a giant case of elf stuff in the other room?
What? Oh, the pudding.
Yeah.
It's tasty.
Is it made of real elves?
he like puts his finger on his nose.
They're
That's
evil
made of elf
creatures. What do you
noses.
expect?
Yeah, see, I'm telling you.
maybe maybe consider not hurting other people, because then maybe your friends wouldn't get hurt.
Grak looks around and goes,
Did friends do anything to you?
Yeah, you killed my elf friends.
"Hmm,
Okay. Blood
Wow.
begets blood.
Can you make a deception check?
Yes, I can.
Or is it deception anymore? Oh my god. This is my 4th edition stuff.
I mean, I could do.
Yes, it is. It
I
is
could-
Is it
deception.
deception? Great.
Yeah.
Charisma.
Yeah. So I got a 21.
Okay, so the goblin goes,
Okay. Grak, consider this.
and he opens the door a little bit and goes,
Inside of the prisoners. Can
Plural.
Grak go?
No.
Can I have the key?
Grak goes,
Fine, Grak doesn't care.
and gives the
Okay.
key to Neo.
I think Grak should chill with us for a little while. I am not comfortable just letting him go.
I feel that.
Let's go in and look for these prisoners. I don't want to like put any bandwidth in my brain as to what we do with this goblin. This is
Okay.
a problem for
I
the
can-
adults.
I can sit with the goblin for a bit if you want me to keep an eye on him.
I mean,
I just don't like the idea of just letting him go and then us just like forgetting about him, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not comfortable.
Well, I mean, take that one step further. At some point, we're either going to have to keep him with us forever,
Yeah.
or let him go. So
Yeah.
I think we've kind of already bitten that biscuit. I
We
think
told him we let him go. We have to keep our end of the deal.
Yeah,
honor is
yeah.
very important for an adventure.
Honor is super important.
Like,
Yep.
when we have a reputation out there as the best adventurers in the world, we got to be trustworthy, or else who's going to hire us to like?
I'm with Tully on this
Okay.
one.
Now,
So
also
we're
the
gonna-
police are coming, so you should probably make
Yeah.
I think we beat up a bunch of kids.
Worth noting also that your employer is also a goblin.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Well,
I have friends
yeah.
that are
Let's,
goblins.
really?
Yes.
Oh, Rizzo. Right. Yeah. Okay. Let's. I guess we let this one go.
And maybe, and I look at Grak and I go, maybe one day Grak and I could be friends.
Maybe. Grak need time to mourn best friend's death.
That's totally fair.
What is this? The one goblin with feelings?
They all have feelings, Oscar. You just never took any time to actually consider them. So, all right. So Grak saunters away, kind of sadly, and he starts heading north. And you can see he leaves out of another door out the north.
He doesn't break into a run.
Yeah. No, he just sort of trudges away sadly.
Okay.
So
my
you
hand
look
next away.
into the room that he opened, and you can see that this is a stockade. There's like squalor all over the place. It's a very low ceiling room, and there's like a large iron spike that's like driven into the floor right near the door, and a small iron cage is set like further back in the room. And you see like several sets of like corroded manacles that are connected to the walls, and there's some that even still sort of have a couple skeletons. But attached to this spike is a rope, and there are 3 kobolds like tied up on the spike. And in the back, you can just make out like there appears to be like a humanoid figure in this small cage, and this cage is probably about the size of like a chicken coop. So it's like he's like squished up in there.
I like chickens.
Yeah. And as you open up, Meepo looks into the room and goes,
Friends! What happened?
All right, I'll pull out my dagger. and
Well,
I'll-
I'm
dagger.
gonna start unhooking these. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go for the humanoid in the back.
okay. So Tully, you're going for the kobolds here?
Yeah, if there's a rope, I've got my dagger out, so I'm gonna cut the rope and try and let them down gently.
Okay, so as you're doing this, the kobolds kind of like look perplexed at you, but they see Meepo, and they like relax a little bit. But you can see from their demeanor that they're a little bit reluctant to be set free. But Meepo sort of chitters in Draconic that you are friends and you are helping them, helping him get back Calcrix, and they seem to just like chill out a little bit. And as you release them, the kobolds start to like walk towards the door, and Meepo sort of like points in the direction of like where you guys came out of the hole.
Are you sending them back, Meepo? Do they want to help us, or do they have to go home?
Well, they've been captive for long, and typically, when goblins raid us, they take captives and then ransom them back.
Hmm.
Oh, so you should send them home for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Good
While
luck.
this is all happening,
Good luck,
Magna-
kobolds.
Look
And
out.
remember, the person who saved you is soon to be the world's greatest adventurer, Tully.
Yeah, only remember the name Tully.
The kobold,
And the Moonlighters.
Just the name Tully is good.
the kobolds sort of like nod and regard you quite strangely, and then make their way back towards that hole. Neo, in the corner, is a gnome. You instantly recognize it as a gnome, and he looks really cramped in this. Like his knees are like up to like his head, and this is not a well-fitting cage for him.
Oh my god, this looks awful.
And as you come up, he sort of like perks up and goes,
Hello? Who are you?
I'm Neoma. Who are you?
Why? And he sort of like tries to straighten himself. I didn't expect to see any ravishing adventurers coming through here. My name is Erky.
Erky. Okay, Erky. How'd she end up in a cage?
Oh, well, you see, it's a pretty good tale. Months past, I was on my way, to seek fortune, and took the old road, but my bad luck caught up to me, and the goblin bandits captured me. I've been here ever since. A couple months. My back is starting to kill me. But my deity's blessings have kept me healthy. Otherwise, I'm sure I'd be dead from starvation or abuse.
Okay, well, I'm gonna let you out of this, okay?
Okay. Do you happen to have the key?
I mean, I have a key.
the key that you have looks to be the right size for it. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna try to unlock it.
And it unlocks. Yes. So you unlock and you
I'm not
manage.
gonna just
Yeah.
like yeah.
So,
I have.
so
this.
he gets out and he's like, oh,
Not just a pretty face. Flags the key around.
Oh, you're so much more than that, lass.
Like you're just like swinging it.
Mm. Well, thank you very much. Now,
Good.
what?
Now you owe us a life debt.
Holy shit! What?
So
That escalated quickly.
Erky
I'm
Erky
just
steps
kidding.
back at that.
I'm just kidding. Don't worry about it.
Oh, you had me, lass.
I'm just kidding. That'll be 500 gold pieces.
No, it's not. Calm down.
You adventurers sure are funny. I haven't heard humor in a while, so forgive my reaction.
Erky, are you okay? Like, how's your body after all that imprisonment? Do you need medical aid? Are you able to get out of here yourself?
Oh, I'm spry. It's just, I just need a little bit of stretching. And like I said, my God always seems to keep me healthy.
Mm.
And you can kinda
Actually, first thing, what are you doing in here?
well, as I just told my friend, what was your name?
Neoma.
Oh, it was a great story. You see, months past, I was on my way to seek my fortune and took the old road. But my bad luck came up to me, and the goblin bandits caught me, and I've been here ever since. My deity's blessings have kept me healthy. Otherwise, I'm sure I'd be dead from starvation and abuse.
You know that thing in a video game when you click on an NPC and they read the exact same text over and over?
Yeah.
What? Does he have like a holy symbol on him, or is he just like?
Yes.
anything?
He's wearing a necklace around
Uh-huh.
his
Who is it?
neck. Do a religion check for me.
Oh boy.
I have never been in a D&D game where anyone has literally ever had to roll religion. Amazing.
Where's my character sheet? Where did it go?
Can I
Oh,
ask him
there we
if
go.
he knows about two adventurers?
I got a 21.
Yeah. So with the with a 21, you're easily able, even from a distance, to identify that is like a an amulet of Palor.
Of what?
Palor.
Oh, the sun god?
Yeah.
That's the sun god, right?
Yeah.
Ah, yeah. Sun, worship, all that stuff. Yeah. All right. Cool, I guess. I mean, one god's no different than the other, am I right?
So Neo, you were asking about the adventurers that came through?
Yeah, I want to ask him if he saw or like heard even two people together that were non-goblin,
Kind of brother and sister.
one masculine and one feminine.
Yeah, the goblins did catch two adventurers about a few weeks ago, and they were captives with me here for a while. They said their names were Davril and Mina. I think.
Yes.
Gabriel,
Yes.
Nina?
To see if they were the same people we were looking for, what race were they?
But
Can't just ask people that.
they were
Totally.
human.
Both were human. Good. That same people we were looking for.
Anyways, he kind of looks back at Neo.
I'm
The
sorry.
it's all right. I mean, humans. Am I right?
Fucking tell me about it.
Yeah, caught up in race all the time. The goblins kept them maybe here about a week before they removed them, and here was Bellic that wanted them. That's the last I heard about that.
Bellic. Who's Bellic?
That's the
The
wizard.
wizard.
Oh,
That's
the
the wizard.
wizard. Right.
Oh, you've heard of him?
Well,
Yeah.
I made a goblin friend.
Oh, I didn't know
Well-
goblins could be friends.
Anybody can be a friend if you try hard enough.
Yeah.
That's a good. You know what? You've got a good outlook. Neo, it was Neoma.
Neo's fine too.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Neoma. Your
Pleasure
companion.
to meet you too.
Your companions are very lucky to have you as the leader.
Oh, thanks. I'm the leader.
Oh no.
That's right. I'm the leader.
But yes, I heard the goblins talk about the Twilight Grove down below.
The what?
I love that name.
That's a place where the magical apples grow.
It was there's a wicked old human named Bellic. I suspect they tend to that enchanted garden and harvest the fruit. And then the goblins call it the Gulthius tree, but they speak of it only in terrified whispers. But I do believe that enchanted fruit grows on the Gulthius tree.
Golthius?
Yes. Yes.
Well, can I do a knowledge or history check on Golthius?
Sure.
18.
From I would say you know a little bit of its history, I guess, but no more than that this is maybe had been briefly spoken in of legends of the Sunless Citadel and stuff.
Okay.
The Sunless Citadel.
The Sunless
Sunless
Citadel.
Citadel.
The son of Citadel. All right. What's this guy's name? Eric Eakum?
Erky.
Urkel?
Erky Timbers
Urkel.
at your service.
Sorry,
Erky
what?
Timber?
Erky
Erky.
Timbers.
Well, at least he didn't name him Grisbong Fizzle Bang or some stupid gnome name like that. So I appreciate it. Erky? All right. I guess. All right. So what are you gonna do now? Are you just leaving? You
Yeah,
peacing
Erky,
out?
what are you gonna do?
Well, I don't know. I've been trapped here so long, but I did leave to seek my fortune, and you seem to know what you're doing. Perhaps I could assist you.
Yeah. And at
I-
the end,
I
you
love
know
new
that-
friends.
Sorry, go ahead, then, Neoma.
I said I love new friends.
Oh. And at the end, no matter what happens, Erky, know that there's a place for you. There's a pub back in the city where you can find the Moonlighters. We're going to be the best adventurers in the world.
Oh, well, that sounds pretty great too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I perhaps I could aid you. I am a cleric of Palor and a pretty good one at that.
Well, you're a cleric?
Yes.
Cool. Can you heal people?
Yes.
Because ours isn't that great at it.
Oh, that I'm sure he'll get it.
Yeah.
Sometimes the truly faithful are rewarded. I'm sure. What was your name, friend? He looks at Oscar.
My name? Oscar.
Well, Oscar, I'm sure your god'll come around someday.
I'm not really worried about it. Either way. I mean, does it really matter? I mean, are we even really doing anything?
Well, yes, we're all walking in the light of Palor, and I'm sure we're all walking in. Well, who do you say that you worship, friend?
Tempest.
Ah, Tempest, the war god. Is that
Yeah.
them?
Yeah, that's him.
Well, I mean, he's not my cup of tea, but I believe that everyone's faith is valuable.
Yeah.
All right, cleric chat. Can we move this along? That sounds like you're joining the party. So let's roll. Where did you say this tree was?
Well,
We go back down into the smoky door, probably.
well, the Golthius tree is far down below the citadel. But what is the smoky door you speak of?
Wait a second, shitty cleric, didn't I just heal your stupid goblin friend? Like, why? That's the last time I healed some wounded stray.
No, I'm just picking on you, Oscar. You know that you're great.
All right, let's go back to the vape door.
Okay, so Meepo was watching this whole thing, and Meepo kind of goes over to Urk and goes, "Hello, I'm Meepo." And Urky's like, hello, stray, small creature.
He can
That's
understand.
racist.
Urky.
He can
Racist.
Urky,
That's
he can
racist.
Urky, he can understand you just fine.
Urky, you can understand people.
Slowly.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Master Kobold. And
He
Meepo
can
goes,
read and write.
Master Kobold? Oh, Meepo likes that. And they
Can I introduce them? Can I be like Meepo? This is Urky, and Urky, this is Meepo.
They kind of like nod and shake hands, and Urky goes, what an eclectic bunch of adventurers you are. I'm very excited to join on this. Could be a good time.
This is where we break the pool cue in half and drop it between them. Be like, only one of you gets to join.
Yeah, we only have one. As an extra NPC.
We're having tryouts.
Yeah.
Yeah, which would you like to use for your companion slot? Meepo the kobold or Urky, the
Meepo.
positive cleric?
Meepo.
Yeah, windmill slam Meepo.
Yeah.
Where's-
All right. Well, we have names.
Where's Grack?
Grack is
Grack
walked
Greg
off.
took off. We sent him.
You
Oh,
were
okay.
supposed to be watching Greg.
No.
No,
We
we
agreed that he.
walked away.
Yeah, we just let him
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we let him go, and there will be no
Um,
repercussions from that whatsoever.
Yeah.
So that smoke door.
Mhm.
Are we gonna go see what the smoke? I don't actually know like how to get underneath the city to this tree thing. Like, what we have to get the dragon back,
Well,
right?
I assume we'll probably have to. Well, there's got to be a layer or something.
Staircase down.
Well, maybe, but more so that I'm sure the goblins will know, but we probably don't want to ask them.
Oh, Urky,
So-
that's right. We have to go save a dragon.
Oh, well, that sounds like an adventure. Sure.
Yeah,
Okay,
we
let's go.
assume the
find-
wizard has the dragon, so
Yeah.
we're heading all to the same place.
Yeah. All right.
So when Grack led us here, this is in the side passage off the shooting range, right?
Mm-hmm.
And is this a dead end, like where the stockade is?
So yeah, the stockade is a dead end. It's just a small room. So you have a choice now of either there's that middle door that you guys came through, and at the end of it is that smoky door, and then at the very end is the door that Grack left through.
Right.
Well, I doubt Grack would go to where the wizard is. So let's try the smoky door.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so you head on back the way you came, and you approach the smoky door. Do you do anything at all?
I get ready to take a shot again, like last time, in case anything leaps out the door.
Is there any
I'm going-
noise coming like from the other side of the door? or
No
anything?
noise at all.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Are you
feel
want to
hot
open
to
it
touch.
slowly again?
Doesn't feel hot or anything. It's not
Nope.
like fire smoke. Okay. Yeah, let's open it gingerly.
Okay, so you open up the door and you look down what appears as it is a massive hall, very similar to the one that you met Yusrael in, where the kobolds were sort of held up. And you see that there are several torches that are mounted in like crude sconces around the chamber, and from those sconces and these torches is this like haze of smoke coming out, and that is what the smoke that appears to sort of be filling the room is.
Okay.
There is a little bit of ventilation in this room, which is where a lot of it's escaping, which is why it's not just like a wall. It's not like hot boxed all the way through, but that is why there was some smoke kind of coming out from underneath the door.
Oh, there's no magic in here.
There is a double row of like marble columns that kind of go all the way down the hall, and kind of carved in each of them are these like intertwining dragons on each of the pillars.
Statues?
Yeah, well, they're carved into the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, into the columns.
Okay.
And Meepo kind of peers over your shoulder, and Meepo goes, "Oh, I think we're deep in goblin territory now." And Erky kind of nods and goes, "Yes, we can't stop here. We should keep going."
Can't stop here. This is Goblin country.
And so you see on the far right hand side, there is a door, and way further down, all the way, is a large door. And this door is kind of like a double not pane. That's not what the word I'm looking for. But it's like a double door. That is closed.
Like a French door?
Yeah, but it's quite large and just solid wood.
Yeah, it's got a beret, rolls big long cigarettes.
And
God.
and well, that's what all the smoke is. And like there, you do not see anybody else in this room at all.
Meepo and Erky, do either of you know which door leads down by chance?
Meepo kind of like shakes his head and goes, "Meepo has never been this far into the goblin area before." And Erky goes, "Man, and I just got caught and thrown in the stockades. I don't know where I'm going."
Yeah. Well, I mean, probably the smaller door first. Like, I don't think taking the double door is probably super loud to open them, right? Like, that's
Well, I mean, if I was a like king wizard, I would be behind two doors, like a cool guy.
Yeah, and all the adventure novels I read, they're always behind the big fancy door.
Yeah. All right. Okay,
All right.
cool.
Yeah,
Let's
let's go big or go home. All right, let's go up to the big double doors.
So you're passing by that one door, like the smaller door on the right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you walk on down the hall, it's Neo, since your throat's sort of acting up, you kind of cough maybe once or twice because there's all this haze from the torches.
Boy, do I ever!
Yeah,
do I ever.
enough that maybe it's like probably in your best interest to sort of cover your mouth a little bit there. All right, as you approach the door, can I get everyone to do perception checks?
Magna rolled a big 5.
Okay.
I
14.
got a 21.
Ooh.
Totally
You
got
know
four.
it's a
Neo, what'd you get?
door. I got 17.
Okay. So Neo and Oscar,
Yep.
as you approach the door, you very clearly can hear like the banging of like pots and pans and like chittering and whatnot of Goblin and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this might be a kitchen.
Yeah, that would make sense.
It sounds like I would say like a you can identify easily like maybe 10 or 15 kind of separate voices in there.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Seems like a bad idea.
Okay. Okay, here's the thing. It's probably a kitchen or dining area. I'm gonna go with one of the two because there's a lot of things in there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I hear a lot of voices,
Like-
and there's only 4 of us.
Should we switch to stealth and try and sneak by?
I think we should try the other door.
I think we
I
should.
don't think we need to
Oh,
go
the
in
big
this-
door is the
The
kitchen.
big door.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we try the other
Yeah.
door. I don't even want to
All
try
right.
opening this.
Look, I'm up for a goblin party, but yeah, that's fair enough. All right, let's go back to the small door.
Okay. So you turn on back around.
Yeah.
And you get to the small door. Who is attempting to open it?
I will. With somebody
Okay.
this usually.
So Oscar,
Magna does that.
you pull on the door and you can. It's locked.
Well,
I have a key.
yeah. What about the key?
Neo, you put that key in the door and you feel a click.
Oh,
Well,
okay. I just like slowly, and I go, "Do you want me to open it?"
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I have my bow ready. I'm just like,
I'm gonna very, very slowly open it enough that either like one of the other two could like look through the peak, and then I'll slowly delatch the key, pull it out once the door's like slightly open. So the door's like slightly cocked open.
Okay. Then I stick my big old head there and take a look through.
Okay, so you look in and you find a what you instantly identify, Magnar, as a trophy room.
Oh.
Mounted and stuffed on the walls are all kinds of animals. But the mounting job is super sloppy, and the heads are kind of not really that impressive. It's like cattle and like rats. But there are a couple like kobold heads and whatnot mounted on the wall. The entire room is just sort of like asunder. Like all the like there's things smashed on the ground, tables are overturned, and in the very center of the room is a rusted iron spike. And there is a chain trailing off of it, and nothing on the end of it. The manacle or the collar on there appears to be broken. And there's an upturned table on the far side of the room. And Magnar, can you do a perception check? Actually, can you all do perception checks for me?
22.
Magnar got 14.
Yeah, I also got a 14.
I got a 3 because I'm busy covering Meepo's eyes.
Okay. Tully, you can hear kind of what sounds like snuffling a little bit. It's like
I guess it would have been 5, sorry, but same thing.
Mm-hmm.
There's something in there. There's something alive.
Like behind the
Okay.
table?
Maybe behind the table. It sounds like it's eating.
Okay.
Are we going to make a bunch of noise if we push the door open and go in? Like, is it that cluttered?
No.
Okay.
Magnar, go. I got you covered.
All right. I'm going to push the door open and slowly step in.
Okay. You step in, and now you can all kind of hear like that.
I'm assuming, Naomi, you're still keeping Meepo's eyes averted from the kobold heads on the walls.
I am telling Meepo to just wait outside.
Meepo, why?
Okay.
Meepo wants what?
No,
Meepo's
no.
an adventurer too.
Meepo, stand guard outside.
Meepo, we
need
need
to
you to
cover our
stand
backs.
guard, okay?
Oh, okay.
And then I let go of his eyes and I just turn him around to face
Okay.
away.
Yeah, Urky's like, I'll take care of Meepo. I'll stand outside as well.
Hey, thank you.
Cool. All right. I'm going to push around to where I can try and see around the table.
Cool. So you turn around, or you kind of walk around the room, and as you sort of peer over very gingerly, trying to kind of get your gaze around the upturned table, you see a long, scaled white tail.
Oh, that might be
Maybe the Dargan.
what's the dragon's name?
Calcrix.
Calcrix.
Okay.
It's either Calcrix or it's a big fucked up rat. So
Wait. Can
Can anyone speak Draconic?
I've seen it.
Calcrix? And I just like say its name just ever so quietly. I'm just like Calcrix.
Ah, look at that little homie.
And
Yeah.
they sorry, I guess chat can't quite see this. I apologize, everyone. There's a link nicely provided by Corvus. My stream deck isn't working, so I can't put it up on our little thing right now. But you are able to see a Calcrix, a small white dragon wormling on the other side of this table, and he's kind of standing on a pile of various like treasures and stuff that he seems to have collected from around the room, making his own little dragon hoard. And it kind of like looks over and it locks eyes with Magnar and growls.
Magnar, go get Meepo.
okay, I back away slowly and say, Meepo, do we want to like? Well, I guess we can't really get to the kobold heads without pissing Calcrix off. So I'll just get Meepo in and hope he doesn't care about dismembered
I'm
heads.
hoping that he's gonna only just see Calcrix.
Yeah. I say, Meepo, I think this might be Calcrix, and then usher him into the room.
So Meepo goes, Calcrix? And like runs into the room and goes, Calcrix! And the dragon sort of looks and sees Meepo and snarls as well.
Oh.
Uh,
Whoa, 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 whoa. And can I like put a hand on Meepo as he's like running past it when the snarl happens?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Meepo goes, what's wrong?
Why is Calcrix snarling at you, Meepo?
Well, I don't know. It might be this big area. Maybe she's not used to it. We keep her in a small cage.
You keep her in a small cage?
yeah.
But yeah, she's a dragon.
Yeah, but she's a living being. No wonder she's growling at you. Meepo.
I don't understand. And as this is going, like the dragon is sort of like snarling and moving towards you all.
Okay, I'm gonna sit down at Dragon, like down at the like as small as I can get. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna sit down. And then I'm just gonna sit there, and I don't speak Draconic, so I don't know the language, but I can send a message.
Are you gonna try animal handling?
No, I'm gonna use message, but all I'm gonna do is send pictures of like the things that mean like love to me. So like I'm gonna send like me an image to the dragon's mind of me like petting and like being kind and sweet, and like a big mountain that the dragon could like be on freely and have like me with it in its
What does
mind.
message mean?
So
Is
message
that a spell?
mean- it's a spell, so I can whisper a message, but like I'm basically going to use words to try to like create a vision rather than real words.
So, okay, so
I don't know if that's possible.
no, so
but...
Calcrix kind of like stops very briefly, and its attention was 100% focused on Meepo when he entered the room, and then he sort of like turns to you and like tilts its head a little bit slightly, and then growls at you as well.
Okay. I just like put my hands up and I'm like, okay, I don't know what to do anymore. I tried. I did my best.
Well, Meepo, we found your dragon.
But
But I mean,
But
like,
they
obviously keep it captured, right? Like, it's a captive animal. It doesn't. I don't think the dragon is kept there because it wants to be.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So like, let's free the dragon.
What?
Well,
I mean, the dragon's technically already free.
Refresh my memory here. What were we gonna get from the kobolds if we brought back the dragon?
Yisrael promised like the key that was above her and stuff that would lead to like a treasure hoard.
Yeah,
as she described.
I thought that was for killing the goblins.
I think it was a group.
We
sort
said
of
that we
thing.
would kill the
Oh.
goblins if we got in here, if we found them, which we did technically.
I think she
and-
also promised some other treasures and stuff. Yeah, too.
It was
Okay.
so that we
well,
did.
part of the deal was like we were allowed to come down here. She let us through.
Yeah.
If we told her we found it, because
Okay,
we
well,
said,
what-
we'll
what
find the
the
dragon.
deal?
Yeah, because we want
Yeah.
to find the other two. Like, can we go
So-
through? And she's
Right.
like, well,
Yeah, Nia.
Well,
Well, Nia, what
Sorry.
what were you saying?
I was gonna say we could just like let the dragon go on its merry way.
well,
If we
that's what I
do
was gonna
that,
say.
then
Like,
the kobolds
dragon
will
has
probably hate us.
Well, they won't. I mean, the dragon has a horde here. It seems more to me like the dragon is guarding its horde more than.
Like, you think
anything.
it's like
So
happy here?
Like, if we back out and close the door, I think the dragon's sweet for now. So,
Meepo is trying to like,
but Liz, Calcrix is our pet.
So, Meepo, remember when I wanted to keep you as a pet?
Mm, yes.
Remember how really bad that felt?
But you don't understand. Calcrix is our only defense against goblins.
Well, you may seem to be doing just fine.
no. I will counter that. What if we fixed your goblin problem?
yeah.
But what about? But Meepo still wants Calcrix.
Well, we can't
Well, you
always
don't
have what
always-
we want.
Yeah.
I mean, do your best to try and take the dragon back.
Yes, Meepo, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. See how
Okay.
that works out, bud.
That kobold's
Try
gonna
it.
die. Okay, I can't just sit here and watch this kobold die.
so Meepo walks towards Calcrix
You can't watch that.
and Calcrix lashes out and bites Meepo. And Meepo takes 12 points of damage.
Jeez, that's a
And
chunk.
it basically rips his hand off.
See, and then I pull
And-
Meepo back.
Meepo cries out in pain and goes, "Ah!"
Okay, while we provide first aid
Holy
to me.
fuck.
I don't know.
I'm not healing this one.
I'm covering Meepo's mouth, literally while he's screaming. I'm covering his mouth. And then I like lightly tap his face, and I'm like, "You see?"
Got his hand bit off.
Yeah, that was a little more than an instructive lesson.
Yeah. It's like, holy
Calcrix
shit, dude.
turns towards you now.
Let's
You
back
all,
out of the
starts
room.
growling as well.
Yeah, I assume he ate the whole hand, like the hand's not
Oh,
on the
it's
ground.
probably-
No, he spat the hand out.
Well, I mean,
okay.
if we're going to heal him, the hand will just reappear. So we'll just back out slowly.
I don't think it works. It
I
doesn't.
don't think it works that way.
doesn't
I
work
think
No,
like
it does
that.
not miss that
Funko.
way.
we kind of need the
Funko.
hand.
It's not a video
Okay,
game, Funko.
Shh, 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 shh. I'm going to grab the hand
Hand
then.
belongs to the dragon now.
I'm going to grab the hand just in case we need it. And then we can all back out
Mhm.
and just shut the door.
So Meepo is still like his hand is missing. You've locked his pet in the room, and he's just kind of crying out.
Well, the goblins know we're here now.
I'm like,
Well,
I
I
don't know
don't
what
know.
else to do with these.
I mean, it's a pretty big
Fucking
big
children.
hole. They may not have heard.
So
Okay.
Meepo's clutching his hand and goes,
If you won't bring back Calcrix, Meepo will go tell Yisrael.
See,
Okay.
now we're screwed. Now
Well,
we're in trouble.
Well, hang on. I mean, immediate problems. We either tourniquet Meepo or we're healing him. One of the two. Because we don't want
Yeah.
him to bleed out in front of us. So
Well, I can use another healing spell, then I'm tapped out of spells already because I've healed
we-
two
can we do,
people.
like,
that-
First aid and not
Yeah.
heal him.
"Yep,
yeah, we
absolutely."
can do medicine. Like we
Yeah,
can do a
I
medicine.
just
can-
depends if we want to give him his hand back or not.
Who would
No,
like
he
to do the
already used
medicine?
hand. He learned
Well,
him.
it's gonna be me.
He
okay.
learned a
Yeah,
lesson.
okay. Let's heal him up.
I
mean,
rolled
first
a
aid.
9.
Okay.
Look.
So Oscar, with your knowledge of that you were taught by the people that sort of drafted you into your war.
Well, this is what he did before.
Yeah,
This is
exactly.
battle.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you know what you're doing, and you managed to wrap up his hand and whatnot.
Yeah.
But it's gonna need more attention, obviously, in the future, or else it'll get you
Yeah,
won't make
okay.
it.
Yeah.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Meepo is a simple man, but he does have reasoning, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So, because he's presenting us with a case of free the dragon or we'll have our army kill you,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
So we counter with, okay, Meepo, but what if we kill the goblins so you don't need the dragon anymore?
Mm.
Then you can live down here happily. Or the alternative is you're saying we need to murder you right now, otherwise we have to fight your whole tribe.
Meebo sort of looks
The
at
situation
Meebo sort of like
putting-
looks at you, terrified, and Erky's like got his hand in his head, and he's like,
Oh, what have I done joining these people?
and Meebo goes,
Mhm.
This is the second time we've threatened to murder somebody in an hour. Just want to point that out.
No, I want to point out that it's the second time Magnar's threatened
Yeah.
to murder someone.
Magnar, out of
Yeah.
curiosity, what is your alignment?
chaotic good.
You can't.
Okay, so you
threaten to
can't
murder
quite
people.
threaten to murder people.
I'm
Um,
not. I'm just saying he's putting us in this situation. He's
To
saying
be fair, he's threatening us as well.
yeah, he just threatened us with the whole tribe. Like I'm just responding in kind and explaining what that
just
means.
say neutral. Just change it to neutral. You'll be fine. Say chaotic neutral.
Well, we can figure that out after.
Okay.
All right, so
Figure out
Fine.
the whole alignment thing after.
It's fine. House rules.
I don't think there's necessarily anything wrong with what Magnar's saying.
yeah,
right?
no, it's not. I'm just curious.
Yeah.
So with that, Meepo sort of like looks at you and goes,
Hmm. Well, I guess Meepo does know the way to Calcrix now, and Meepo doesn't want to die. So
Me too, Meepo.
oh, Meepo can go to Yisrael and tell her what happened.
Well, not right now.
I mean, that sounds like the thing you just said you were going to do.
That's just a different way of saying it.
But
Look,
Okay, well, to the group. Okay, so here's the situation. It turns out it looks like the kobolds aren't being so cool with this dragon. Do
Yeah.
we still want to help them get it back and chain it up again?
Well, something else to remind ourselves of is this is a conflict that has nothing to do with us. We're only
Yeah, this is
here to
also
find the missing members of our guild and maybe some magical apples.
Yeah.
And we came along to help out the dragon if it was convenient, but this is getting pretty complicated. And
Yeah.
maybe this just isn't our problem.
What if? Wait, I'm worried that they can hear us. Like we're having this conversation.
Yes, you absolutely are. And Meepo is like, Meepo understands that.
Do you have an elephant in your house?
No, that's Calcrick sort of roaring in the background. Yeah.
Nice.
And Meepo goes, Meepo perhaps has not been as good to Calcrix as he thought. Meepo will tell Israel where Calcrix is and say that adventurers helped.
See, that's a good answer. I like that answer.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, we are here to do a job. That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, like finding the dragon was a means to an end just to get us in here.
it was good. Yeah, and now we did. We found the dragon. That was what we said we would do.
Yeah, and you also now have the information that there's where the fruit is and that the goblins have taken these people prisoner down below to Belek.
Yeah.
Meepo could like go back, get healed up, explain that we found the dragon,
Mhm.
And if they act fast, there's a completely clear route from the kobold area to the dragon.
Right, that's also true.
I'd say quest complete.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm
Alright.
Is
totally.
that okay with you, Meepo?
So Meepo sort of nods and sadly goes, "Okay, well, thank you for helping, Meepo. And he'll see you later." And he sort of like walks away back towards the hole and whatnot, because that's
Wow.
sort of the way back.
Little guy had a rough day.
Well, he learned out don't reach out to a dragon that's snarling at you. I think that's a valuable lesson.
I just got so annoyed.
So you
With
close the
Meepo?
door, right? You close the door and Calcrix is back up in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. So now it's you four and Erky. And Erky goes, "Well, we're having character development so quickly. Perhaps I have chosen the correct. You handled that well, I think. You seem to be caught up in a war that honestly doesn't involve you all that much, and I applaud you, being bystanders and helping where you can. Now,
Thanks.
Thanks, I think.
I think. Yeah.
now, where to next?
This is only right for the world's greatest hero.
Well, we know that our friends were here.
Yeah.
So we still
I mean,
have
there's
to,
only one way to go.
we
right?
still
Well,
have,
that's not true, because we could go through these double doors, which sounds like some sort of goblin feast situation, or we go back the way Grak went past the camp in the shooting range, or we could go really far back and there's like another door that had like cold stuff on it that we didn't go through. But
That
that's
was
a bit of a
locked,
trap.
though.
That-
That door was locked.
I have a key now.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, and
It's up
not
to
so
you.
much that
This is a
any
dungeon
door
crawl.
is-
I
any
hate
door is
dungeons.
one break away from being open. I mean, I don't think we go into the goblin feast. That sounds like, look, I like fighting goblins, but that sounds like a whole time. So what if we go back and follow Grak? Because we know the goblins took them prisoner.
Yeah.
He was probably going back to his friends, the
Okay.
ones that were
Yeah.
alive.
That's probably like the
So-
safest bet.
I will follow whatever you want to do.
So what's
Lead
the plan,
way,
team?
Rengar.
All right.
Let's
Yeah,
go back
let's go
past
back
the
to
goblin
what-
camp
yeah.
to follow Grak's footsteps.
Follow Grax. Okay.
Okay, so you head on back through the way you came, and as you head up, you enter you follow the way that Grak went. You enter a back sort of little hallway, and as you travel on down the hallway, and you're gonna be very pissed with me, and I apologize. You see another door. And this one's a little bit smaller. It's just kind of your average door. And as you approach this door, you hear the same cacophony of noises that you heard from the double doors.
Okay.
So we did a big loop. So this is the same feast hall, it sounds like.
Oh, okay.
I have
Well-
a feeling that we're lost and we have to go through a feast hall.
To be
I think so
fair,
too. But this is a smaller choke point. So if there's a lot of them, we can just kill them one by one.
Oh my god.
That's provided that they will funnel through the door directly at us.
well, goblins are idiots.
Don't worry. I'm going to
Alright.
say some stuff that's going to make them funnel through the door.
Well,
Well, let's take a peek first, I guess, because like I don't think doubling back even more. Like we need to head down. We need to go further. In,
Yeah.
right.
And we know the goblins have them. So heading into more goblins seems fine. That
Yeah.
seems the way.
I think we just need to keep going.
Let's investigate the door to make sure
Go for it.
it looks good.
I ready my bow.
That's a big 1 on that one. Not a natural 1, but a
Yeah.
1.
It is a door.
Good. I'm going to gingerly open it the correct way, whether that may be push or pull, by examining the hinges that
Yeah.
I can see.
There you go.
I
Yeah.
understand how doors work.
Hell yeah.
And then gingerly open it.
Okay, so you open up the door, and you peer on in, and what you see is a massive room that may have been a cathedral at some point, but it is now a goblin lair. There are it's thick with like filth of like years of goblin life in there. So there's like wall and floor mounted sconces with like with a violent glowing fungi, which you can kind of tell that burning in it is in fact those mushrooms that you dealt with prior.
Mhm.
And you just you see goblins, none armed, just sort of going about their daily business. Which is like, I mean, a lot of them are like, there's like, you see like one group, they're like kind of like shooting craps. There's one that's kind of like, just stirring like a pot of like muck. But then there's like a couple that are just like, playing around and stuff. And on the south facing wall, which is like the farthest wall from you, you guys are kind of like peeking out the north side. Like this door is like located right on the north, and right beside you is a wall. There is a heaping pile of just like assorted items, like wagon wheels and broken armor, chests, small statues, antique furniture, artwork. This basically crap that was probably decorating the rest of the citadel, which is why like it's kind of seems so bare as you've sort of ventured around.
Mhm.
And
There's
Magnar,
another-
sorry, what, Tully?
Is there another door or a staircase down or anything, or is this a dead end?
You see from the on the very, very far side, there's sort of a curved out wall. So this would be almost a square, if not for like a wall that's sort of curved out. You hear the police in the background.
Good.
And there is one there's one door, but it's another one of these larger sort of double doors. Magnar, you can sort of see that they're on like a quick little look around. There's easily like maybe 30 plus goblins kind of walking around in here.
That's too many
Okay.
goblins.
And if there's only one door in this room,
I mean-
one set of double doors, that was the ones we were at previously.
No, sorry. You can't see those ones just because, but if using your cartography sort of mind, you're able to ascertain that just like you're on the same wall, basically.
I
Like
could
that-
tell you that.
Yeah.
That's what I did for a living.
Yeah. So like you're like if you're poking out on like this wall further down on the same sort of plane is
Oh,
that
okay.
other
So we've
door.
literally looked around. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I mean, I like murdering goblins, but that's a lot of ding dang goblins.
I mean, we don't have to murder them though.
What's your plan, Neoma?
You could just walk in like normal, nice people.
I
Okay.
don't.
None of
We're
those
not
words
del-
describe goblins
Yeah,
at all.
none of those words describe goblins.
Okay,
Well,
but
here's-
worth
what's the common-
noting, you are literally employed by a goblin.
Yeah, I was going to say, what is the common sense of this world? Are goblins monsters or are
Ooh.
goblins people? What do we know as people in this world?
So
as far as
We have to finish the thought. We have people on one side who are like, no, goblins are only ever enemies, and thus they need to die. And I don't know if that's racist or if that's just a common knowledge of the world. Or is there a world in which it makes sense that we could talk to them? But if we know that there's no point in talking to them, we shouldn't talk to them because that's just going to cause us a
it
fight.
is literally I would let you know that it is like it is equivalent to like a racial stereotype.
it's mainly
that-
racism.
Yeah, is that all goblins are evil and they want to kill things.
Neoma's gonna talk it for real for a second and be like, look, one of my closest friends ever since I left the ship is a goblin, and I'm not opposed to just like walking in and like if anybody asks, I'll be like, oh, Rizagigs is my boss, and she sent me down here to get some stuff.
Yeah. Like,
What if we didn't say anything? What if we just play it really cool and just walk through? Like we own the place. Don't acknowledge anything.
Exactly.
Don't do anything. Just walk right through and just be like, if they say anything, just like, sup?
And
And
I
just
can-
keep going. Just play
I can
cool.
guarantee you I can talk my way out of anything.
Fly casual.
Sure, I guess. Yeah.
Not everything needs to die, Magnar.
Okay. Yep. Let's test this theory.
okay.
Yeah.
So you're just gonna stroll on in, Neo
I'm
at the
literally
head.
I'm
Erky
literally-
kind of looks like a little bit like dodgy as like the rest of this
Erky.
crew.
Ricky,
Yeah,
just-
this is gonna end badly, but
just
sure.
everyone just follow mine and Tully's lead, okay? Tully,
Yeah.
we're supposed to be here. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Put on your best adventuring face.
So
Yeah.
you stroll on in to the Goblin Lair.
Mhm.
There are rudimentary houses and all that kind of jazz. And I would say you make it about 15 feet or so before you hear a familiar voice go, "You!" And you turn and you see like 30 some eyes all looking at you. And in the center, there's one goblin pointing at you, and it's Grack.
Grack,
Hey, what's up, Grack?
And Grack
Grack.
goes, "Them!
Grack,
They're
Grack,
the ones that killed my
Grack.
friends!"
Grack, no, we're friends, remember? Remember?
Just keep walking. Don't panic. Just keep
And
walking.
just
And be like,
Keep
yeah.
walking, keep walking.
So you keep walking. Wait, they're like, "Wait,
Keep going,
hold,
keep going.
stop!" And like a bunch of them, like a group of them, all sort of walk in front of you. Goes, "Did you just killed a bunch of us? Why?"
No. Okay. So here's the thing. Earlier in the day, some of them were really mean to us, and it was in self-defense. And that's what we told Grack. That's why Grack and I are friends. That's why Grack's here.
What did they do that was so mean to you?
Says another one in the back.
They tried attacking us. They literally went to attack us, but they wouldn't even let me talk to them.
Where did they attack you?
In that room with all the little spikies.
Hmm.
And then another one goes,
Maybe it's because you've got a kobold with you.
To be fair,
Meepo's gone.
we don't
sent
have
the
it
kobold
anymore.
away.
We didn't like him either.
and like they all kind of look and they go. Grack kind of goes around and goes,
They did
He
heal
also-
me.
He also lost his hand before he left because I was annoyed with him. So
You
that
chopped
makes
off
me
a
better.
kobold's hand?
No, I didn't. He did it. He did it himself. They're just weird.
Erky's like,
Oscar's doing the same thing Erky's
I-
doing.
Yeah.
Really?
can
really
you roll a
sorry.
deception check for me, Neo?
Absolutely, I can.
Oscar, Magnar, and Urquell in the back going, I can't believe this is working.
Yeah, this
I
shouldn't
rolled a
work.
26.
So all the goblins kind of like go silent a little bit and they go,
Why were you helping the kobolds?
Well, they threatened to kill us. So the only reason we were helping them was to stay alive. And now we're okay.
Yeah.
So we just sent him on his way after he got a little hurt.
another
Whatever's
goblin.
happening between the kobolds and the goblins has nothing to do with
Nothing
us.
to do with us. We're just here to do our job.
Another goblin kind of more near the front. It's like a small child goblin. And it's like,
Will you help us?
What's wrong?
and they're all kind of silent and Grack kind of goes,
Yeah, I'll let him know. You go back before we get in trouble.
and the crowd kind of like nods a little bit and disperses and Grack sort of like walks up to you and goes,
Follow me.
Also, that was a nat 20 for deception, by the way.
nice. Yeah, so Grack says, "Follow me," and starts like sort of walking down like an aisle of these little rudimentary houses.
Okay.
Do you follow
we-
him?
We follow him.
Yes, I don't know, dude.
100% we follow him. Are you
All right.
kidding
Your
me?
plan, so go for it.
Yes, I'm
So-
following as if I meant to be there.
He kind of sits you down around like this campfire and goes,
We don't really care about fighting all that much. But
Really?
we're forced to.
By who?
He kind of like looks around a little bit and he's like,
By him.
Belloc, isn't it?
By him.
It's
Is it the
Belloc.
wizard? Because
Yeah.
we're here to stop the wizard.
Kind of.
Oh,
You keep saying him. You said it before. You said the wizard, then him. Is it?
Yeah.
Is it like? Are there two people?
His name's Dern.
Wait.
Uh-huh.
Who's turn?
He's a hobgoblin.
Yeah.
He killed our last leader, and he took over.
Hobgoblins are bullies.
mm.
I don't actually know that I've ever seen a hobgoblin before. I'm trying to think.
They're a little bit. They're bigger and stronger, I guess. But we probably could have beat him up. But well, he's working with the wizard, so we gotta do what they tell us.
Where's the
So-
wizard?
He's down below. There's a shaft in the throne room over there that he could use. That's where they send the prisoners and stuff.
What is
Okay.
it? What do they need
The-
prisoners for?
I don't know, Bellic. We don't know anything really.
Hmm.
All right. Well, how about we bomb down there, clean house. You're free to do what you want. We can freely leave when we're finished.
Oh, okay. I mean, if you manage to kill him, maybe I don't. Well, maybe she can work out a deal with you.
She? Okay, you're saying a lot of.
You're saying a lot of pronouns here
Yes,
without
yeah.
names.
Yeah, we need names.
And her name's Grenell. She's the shaman of the tribe, but she has to work with Dern.
Oh.
She's your leader.
Okay.
It's as much as a leader can be with our tribe leader dead.
So
Uh-huh.
Dern is a big bully, is what I'm hearing.
I
Who
mean,
works with the
I
wizard.
would use the word usurper, or not children.
I don't actually know that word, but
Usurper?
I don't know that word.
It's like he basically like toppled the
power.
leader. Like he killed the leader. Yes, he's
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. So we take care of them. You talk to your shaman.
Hmm. I mean,
Just like look at the guy.
I'm just a goblin, but any help you, we won't bug you if you're here to free us.
That's kind of what I'm getting at here. I'm here. We're here to help you.
Okay, well, they're that way, and he points towards the big double doors.
Ah,
Not the double doors leading into here. The ones leading.
Yeah.
out.
Okay.
okay.
They're there. Go get out.
Yeah, we finally have a clear direction.
Now, before I get into trouble, and he kind of like skirts away from you all.
All right, we won't say anything. See? Look how easy that was.
Yeah, I'm still amazed that worked.
Okay, now we can go. Let's go.
Okay.
So all right, you make your way towards these doors, and you're obviously getting just like really weird looks from like all the goblins and
I
whatnot.
like to smile and nod and give a thumbs up to anybody
Yeah.
who makes eye contact with us. I'm like,
All right, and you, I assume, and open up the big ass doors.
Yep.
we'll put Magnar at the lead.
Wherever, yeah, if this is the throne room that he was talking about, then yeah.
Great. Okay. So you open up these big doors.
Yeah.
And you enter into a large domed chamber. I would say it's like 40 feet in diameter. And there is in the middle a shaft, a mine shaft. And there's like a dim violet light that shines out of it. And it reveals these like sickly white and gray vines that are like coating the walls of it. And the light from that is also supplemented by 4 lit wall torches, kind of set, an equidistant around like the periphery of the chamber. And there is a crudely fashioned stone throne that sits against like the curve of the northwestern wall. You guys are kind of like, I would say, like in the southwestern portion of the room. And a large iron chest sits kind of at the bottom of the throne, sort of serves as like a footstool for this throne. And right beside it, there's like a little sapling that's growing out of a stone pot. And sitting on this throne, there is a large hobgoblin, like fully dressed to like the nines in splint armor. And there's a small goblin dressed in robes sort of by his side. And around the chamber, there are also, you can see 3 hobgoblin guards. And as you open the door, you see this hobgoblin who you assume is Dern, stand up and goes, "What's this then? Who let these fools into my domain?"
One of the goblins did. We just walked through. I don't know
Are you
what to tell you.
Yes. Who are you?
I'm Tully, and I'm going to be the world's greatest adventurer.
You're gonna be the world's deadest adventurer if you take another step.
We're looking rude.
We are looking rude. We kind of busted
Yeah.
his.
Yeah.
What do you want? And
Do you
why
have our
shouldn't I-
friends?
And he like stops by that and he goes,
Ah. You must be looking for those 2 younglings that I sent down to the wizard.
Yes.
Well, you could join them if you want.
So we can just walk
Yes.
through.
and the 3 hobgoblins that are sort of around, sort of all like lift up, like take out their swords and go, and like start like laughing, and Dern sort of like steps down from his throne and goes,
What makes you think you can walk in here and not die?
Well, is that
I
what
turn to the
happened?
group and say, "Now these are definitely goblins we can kill,"
Yeah.
All right.
and pull out my warhammer.
All right, I'll pull up my bow.
"All right, I think sure, roll for initiative, friends." if that's the rate you're going.
Expose these
Escalates
fuckers.
so quickly.
Okay.
Like, these are the baddest goblins we've encountered yet. I feel justified here.
All right. Let me clean this encounter up from those
I
goblins
have
you killed
one.
before.
I have one rule. As these ding dongs are taking out all their weapons, I go, "Don't hurt the shaman."
No, I know that.
Oh, yeah.
I said when I said I mean like the hobgoblins specifically.
At this, Dern kind of like goes like, "What?" and like looks down at Grenell, the shaman, and she goes,
I don't know what they're talking about.
and then she like sort of raises her staff at you as well.
That's fine.
And all right, everybody, give me dem initiatives. Tully,
15.
15. Magnar,
11.
11. Neo,
18.
and Oscar,
12.
12. All righty. 1 second here. I just want to make sure that there. And I need to do one other thing because it would only make sense then. There. Okay. Seeing the back end there. Okay. So, Dern, at the moment Magnar sort of like raises his warhammer and says what he says, Dern goes, "Ha ha ha! Ah, you dwarves are always looking to die, aren't you?" And he reaches sort of down beside his throne and pulls out this big longbow and shoots an arrow out at you. And roll. What is your AC, Magnar?
16.
All
Well,
right.
I guess I still have my shield out. No, I would have put it away. 16.
Okay. And he hits you. It strikes true right in your arm, and you take 4 damage.
Yikes.
Why didn't that? There we go. All right, cool. Yeah. So it hits you straight right in the arm. I would say maybe you're what are you, a righty or a lefty?
Righty.
All
Right,
right,
one thing, Ben.
right
Can we
and the
get
left.
can we get Iggly in the initiative too? The
Who?
gnome.
Berkeley?
Oh, Erky. Oh,
sorry.
Erky, I was muted.
Sure. Yeah. Hold on 1 sec.
I mean, if we're bringing this heal bot along with us, you know.
1 sec here. I actually didn't really. Let me do it this way. I have to literally make a new thing for him. let's just do that. There we go. And you get to join on in. There. Okay. I probably could have capitalized his name, but I was just going for quickness there. I actually have a stat block
Maybe
for him
that.
too.
Maybe he doesn't like capitalizing his name. Maybe that's. His name.
That's how he spells it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, good
Erky,
point.
how many hit points do you have?
Okay.
Cool. Yeah. That's,
1 hit point.
There we go.
Same as
And
Oscar.
I know he was chained up for a while, but damn.
Yeah. What's his constitution?
Oh my god. His
Uh,
god gives it to him.
There we go. Okay. Erky's got 12 health. I should make him not dead as well. There we go. Okay, there we go. Erky's in the thing. So, after this happens, you see one of the other hobgoblins rush towards, we'll say, I mean, did you guys all sort of enter at the same time?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Imagine
pretty
so.
much.
Okay.
It was double doors, yeah.
So he rushes over at Oscar and takes a swing at Oscar with his longsword. What's your AC, friend?
16.
All right, and you managed to sort of like parry it a little bit, I guess, with your warhammer. Like you go like cha, and stop it. So nothing happens. And the other one also rushes at you, friends, and swings at Tully. And definitely does not
14.
hit you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So Tully, you managed to skirt out of the way on that one. Neo, it's your turn.
Okay. I will go ahead and use Ray of Frost on whatever giant individual is currently closest to me.
Okay, we'll say that is. Let's say you're beside Tully, so Hobgoblin 3.
And that is a 15 to hit.
15, yeah. You do not hit.
Okay. So I
Damn.
make the ice beam,
Mhm.
but I'm distracted by the fact that I wasn't expecting to fight so quickly.
Yeah. All right. So Erky is beside y'all and sees this going on, and he doesn't have any weapons because nobody armed him. So he sort of holds his necklace, and you see him sort of whispering into it, and then puts his arm out and aims it at the one that is attacking. We'll say Oscar. And I actually need to figure out how this spell works. I think it's this. That's what it is. A flame shoots out of his hand, and it deals 3 damage to the hobgoblin that swung at Oscar, burning him and singeing him a little bit. These hobgoblins are wearing full chainmail, so it doesn't seem, it just sort of seems to scorch his armor a little bit, and it does inflict some pain on him. Up next, you see the goblin Grenell. She starts sort of like murmuring something under her breath, and I need let's say Oscar, Tully, and Neo. I need you all to make charisma saving throws.
Sorry, what saving throws?
Charisma saving throws.
Yeah, I got a 16.
Why does Serge look happy?
I don't. Is your charisma high?
I rolled a 5
Okay.
total.
Okay.
I rolled a 17.
Okay. So Oscar and Neo, you kind of feel like this, like sort of cloudy sort of thing, fogging your memory, but you're able to sort of shake it off. Tully, this instantly starts seeming like this fight is not winning. Your brain is full of adversity, and this like sense of like existential like dread starts coming in at you. So at the end of your next turn, I need until you get through this, you are inflicted with bane.
With what?
With bane, and what happens here is on your, let me just think that whenever you make a attack or a saving throw, I want you to also roll a d4 and subtract that from whatever roll you've made.
Okay. Yikes.
Yeah. But you can make another charisma save at the end of your turn.
All right.
It is now your turn, Tully.
Yep. So I have a bow and arrow. That's my primary weapon. I am now in melee combat, which is bad for a bow user.
You have a dagger and stuff as well, don't you?
Yes, but what are the rules of I can disengage? That's a thing that I'm allowed to do?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And then disengaging is my full action though, or is that one of the
that would be your movement action. So you can
That's my movement action?
Yeah.
Okay. So I would like to we didn't close the door behind us. I'd like to disengage straight back.
Sure.
And then once I am far enough away that I think I can safely do the longbow, I'm just gonna be like, whoop, just like keep backing up and then shooting arrows.
Sure. Sounds good.
That works.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Take a shot.
So then I'm going to roll.
Who are you shooting at?
I'm shooting at the kobold that was attacking me.
The hobgoblin? Yeah.
The hobgoblin that was attacking me. So I roll a 22, but then I subtract 3.
Okay.
So I rolled 19 to hit altogether.
You do hit. 6
damage.
Okay. So you managed to actually, despite the fact that this sense of dread is filling you, you shake it off a little bit, at least enough for the moment to shoot this arrow, and it flies true, and it strikes this hobgoblin in the chest, and he goes, and he
in my head,
growls.
just like, as the future greatest adventurer, I can't let this moment be my end. I'll overcome it.
All right. Anything else you'd like to do? You've done any bonus actions or anything? No. All right, cool. So the final hobgoblin comes on over and sees that Neo is trained in the mystical arts, and takes out his longsword and takes a slash at Neo. And what's your AC?
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 20. Not a nat. Not natural 20.
It's an 11.
Cool. Okay. So yes, he hits you, and deals 6 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Neo, you take 6 damage and go down to 3. All right, Oscar, it is your turn.
Okay. I am gonna go and help Neo and get in between the hobgoblin and her.
Sure. If you do that, you'll be provoking an attack of opportunity from the one that's right on.
I don't want to move. I just want to move up and attack the one that's just hit me.
Sure.
Yeah.
Go for it. You're kind of all in a scrum anyway.
Yeah. I'm assuming that misses because that's only that's 12.
No. Yeah, that does indeed miss.
Okay, so I'll use the war domain to attack again.
Sure. Go for it.
That's a 20.
Yes, that does. A 20 does hit. Yeah.
Well, a natural 20.
Okay. Oh, wait, a nat 20?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, then roll me up some damage.
Yeah. It's 14.
Okay. So, are you using your shields or?
I'm just using it one-handed, like my warhammer one-handed.
Okay, but you don't have a shield or anything?
I have a shield. Yeah.
You can use this two-handed if you'd like.
Yeah. No, I just want to use it with the shield.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. So either way, you come on in, and because this hobgoblin's kind of like sneering, it's like, like because it just like took a chunk at a Neo, does not see the warhammer coming, and you knock him the fuck out, and is like on the ground, plastered.
Is that thing like, and it's showing like it shows the camera angle of Neo, and she's like, "Oh, I got fucking stabbed," and then there's just a blood splatter, and she hits her face, and she's like, "Oh,
100%."
It's very action anime.
Yeah. It's like, gross.
All right, Magnar, it is your turn.
Okay. I pass what's his name? Urki, my light hammer, so that he's armed as a bonus
Magnar,
action.
You haven't taken any damage, right?
Yeah, I took
shot by the bow in the first turn.
Yeah, the boss shot me immediately.
Right. Yes. Okay. Cool. I'm not losing my mind.
No. Can I, as a bonus action, quickly pass the cleric my light hammer so that he has a weapon?
Sure. Yeah. I will say that.
They can use simple weapons, so he can use a light hammer.
Yeah.
It's not a good weapon, but at least he's armed now.
A light hammer is what? 1d6?
1d4.
4? Okay. Cool.
And then I will move to, and I guess the two remaining hobgoblins are just on us, and the boss is in the back, right?
Yes.
With the shaman.
Yeah.
Okay. I will go and attack the one that is bloodied, Hobgoblin 3.
Sure.
With my two-handed warhammer.
And
Mhm.
just for your sake, the Dern Hobgoblin and Hobgoblin 3 cannot be seen on your overlay.
No, that's cool. It's scrolling
Okay.
through. Yeah.
Okay.
As the turn order goes.
Okay.
What'd you get there, Magnar?
11.
That does not hit. No.
Nope, sure doesn't.
So you take a swing and a miss. Welcome to turn or level 1 combat.
It's miserable. Yeah.
All right, Dern sees you all, struggling and takes another pot shot. This time at, we'll say, Oscar.
Yep.
And rolls a non-natural 20.
Yeah.
And so you take 2 damage.
Okay.
Oscar.
It's not too bad.
Think of paper cut.
Yeah, I rolled very
I mean,
poorly there.
Pretty big paper cut.
Turns out rolling a 1 ain't good. All right. The other hobgoblin, this is the one that was attacking Oscar, is going to take another swing at you with his sword. And that is an 11, so that's going to miss you.
Yeah.
The other hobgoblin who is bloody that you were attacking also sees that now that you're attacking him and that Tully has sort of, skirted out of there. Takes a swing at you and rolls a 7 and misses. So Oscar, you're just, dodging everything.
Parry God, by the way.
Yeah, parry God. He's got those impeccable footsies. Neo,
Yeah.
it is your turn.
Okay, so I want to I'm going to do like my action on myself and then use a bonus action to talk to Erky because I know that he's a cleric. So I'm going to cast Mage Armor on myself, raising
Okay.
my AC to 14.
Sounds good.
And then I'm going to look at Erky and go, like, can you do anything about the
Heal,
current
please.
situation?
And Erky goes, I got you, lass.
And that's literally my turn.
Yeah,
Nice.
great. So Erky goes, protect this beautiful lass from any more harm. And he casts, oh God, how does Sanctuary work?
Oh, it just makes like a zone, basically.
Yeah. Don't let me get into my zone.
30-foot zone.
Should I
Not
leave it
30 feet.
unmuted when I cough? So it's
No, he
more
just ward
realistic?
one creature. So he wards one creature. He casts it on Neoma.
Yeah, until the spell. Yeah. So he casts Sanctuary on you, and you feel like this glowing sort of energy within you. And basically, what this does is the next time a creature chooses to attack you or cast a harmful spell at you, they have to make a Wisdom saving throw, and if they fail, they have to attack something else instead.
Okay,
All
that's
right.
helpful. Thank you.
All right, so that was Erky's turn. The goblin sort of sees that everyone is preoccupied with the fact that there's all these hobgoblins, and that was weird. Sorry, everyone. I accidentally pressed the play music thing on my computer. And she pulls out a short bow and takes a shot at Magnar. And this one just sails kind of clear over Magnar's head. So that's all I'll say about that. Tully, it is your turn.
So I forgot to make my saving throw last time to break the spell on you.
Yes, you can go for that right now.
When I do that saving throw, is that saving throw also penalized by D4?
Yes.
Okay, so give me a second here.
Oh, that sucks.
I roll a 5, so that's that roll from last time. All right, I'm going to try and finish off the same hobgoblin that was attacking me before.
Okay.
And I roll a natural 20.
You got it.
All right, so I roll 2. Wait, hold on. 10 damage.
Okay. So you take a shot at that goblin. He's already bloodied up because this is the one that you shot before. And so the second arrow flies true and strikes him in the belly, and he keels over and dies. Oscar, it is your turn.
Nice.
Sick.
Minor
There's
thing.
only
If
there's
it's
one.
a crit, could it be a better shot than a belly
Sure.
Gonna
Where
be
do
a
you want it to go?
headshot?
All right.
Headshot,
Right
yeah.
square in the dome till he
Yeah.
feels extra good about himself.
Yeah.
The
Screw that,
hobgoblin
Oscar.
falls over.
You crit him.
and
He's
I
like, my stomach.
I have to roll that saving throw
Yes.
again.
Yeah,
Does
please
a
do.
9 break
Yep.
me out of the spell?
New. It does not.
I overcome adversity. Sorry, Oscar. All right, you're up.
There's only one hobgoblin left around me.
There's one right around you, and then there's Dern and Grenell, the goblin.
I'm gonna attack the one that's hurt around us.
Sure.
Right? That's hobgoblin number 2.
Yep.
That's a 4. That's no good.
Yeah. So you whiff that one.
Yeah, I'll use the secondary attack again,
Okay. Go for it.
and that's 6. That's no good.
Yeah.
Alright.
So you whiff.
Yeah.
This goblin knows your tricks. Magnar, it is your
Yeah.
turn.
Okay, I will try and paste the last remaining hobgoblin near us.
Okay.
That is a 21.
That hits.
And then I need the two-handed, which is a D10. Ugh. That's a 5.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
hang on. No. I can re-roll damage rolls of 1 or 2 once because I have great weapon fighting.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
Hell yeah. I remembered that for once. That is now a 9.
Okay. So with that, you bring down your mighty warhammer on top of the hobgoblin's skull, and it caves in.
Warhammer Bros.
And he just crumples at your feet. The goblin
Hell
goes
yeah.
down. So Dern sees this
Yep. Never too late to give up.
and is like, "Ugh, do something, you useless goblin. And he takes out his bow and takes another shot, this time at Magnar. And he rolls a 23. So Magnar, you are going to take 3 points of damage.
Okie dokie.
All right. Suddenly,
Ooh, suddenly.
the pot beside Dern starts shaking,
Okay.
and you see a root crawl out of the pot, and then a second root crawl out of the pot, and then it hoists itself up, and you see this gnarled, like, tiny little creature kind of pull it. It's completely made out of like wood and then like twigs and whatnot, and it kind of like goes like, yeah, and like scurries down after you and jumps at Oscar's face.
Okay.
Uh,
That's terrifying. What the fuck?
yeah.
Yeah. Don't like that.
It rolls a 17. Does that hit you?
I am Groot. Yeah, that hits.
Okay. It latches itself to your face and deals 4 damage.
Ow,
Hang on.
What the fuck? Is it a face?
Wait.
weapon?
Adam, you have your shield out, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't that give you plus 2 AC? Doesn't that
That's
make you 18, not 16?
Scale mail is only 16 or 14. I'm wearing scale mail.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So 4 damage to Oscar. It is now also grappled to your face.
Yeah, cool. All right. Yeah.
And bloop, it comes on out. Neo, it is your turn.
Okay, so okay. Oh,
One other small question. We got a healing potion, right, from the mushroom fight. Who has that?
I
think
don't
we
know.
decided.
Who
You have it.
Who picked it
I-
up? Who wrote it down?
I remember Magnar took it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Magnar has it.
Okay.
There
I
you
have
go.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, so okay, so Twig Face, Big Bad Man. Sorry, Oscar.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna try to Ray of Frost. Dern.
Okay, sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
Go for it.
Okay. 16.
Does not hit.
Damn it. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the same thing where I was like kind of looking at the twig and like
You're
kind
just
of
like-
looking at Dern, and I was like, I don't know what to do. Like,
You're like, yeah! Like, all right, and it sails wide. Erky then also looks at Oscar and goes, "You got a thing on your face!" And Erky kind of like scampers up Oscar a little bit and is like kind of like holding onto your like belt to try and like get you down to his level, and he wails at the thing with the hammer that
Hold on, he
Magnar.
hits Oscar in the face with a hammer.
Well, he's attempting to hit the this plant thing. And Erky rolls. Oh, he rolls an 18.
Nice.
So this hits this twiggy thing for 3 damage. And the thing like screes out and plops down and falls on the ground and sort of rights itself, and it's right in front of you. This is about maybe shin height, I'll say. The goblin, Grenell, then now notices that Dern is paying attention to her. And so she starts muttering under her breath again, and as she's doing so, walks forward and then puts her hands out like this in front of her, and from it a bunch of acid and poison sprays out from it. I need we'll say Magnar. Can you make a Constitution saving throw?
Sure can.
Don't mind me. Perfectly non-human noises.
Fuck. That's an 11.
An 11. Okay. You do succeed. And so you only take 3 damage from it.
Okay, only 3, huh?
Yeah. All right, Tully, it is your turn.
So this weird twiggy thing has landed on the ground.
Yes, it is right in front of Oscar.
While it's there, I'm going to try and do like a quick shot and then hit it with my bow and arrow before it can like leap on someone's face again.
Go for it.
Because of the stupid penalty, I get a 12?
You miss. Just barely. You miss.
Okay.
Anything else you want to do?
He's like, Oscar, watch out!
There you go. Oscar, this thing's off your face.
Sick. Just one sec.
This battle's getting tough.
Yeah, it is getting tough. Okay, I'm gonna bank on. I'm actually gonna cast Bless, but I'm gonna target Tully, Neoma, and Magnar.
Okay, what does Bless do?
Every time you roll an attack or a saving throw, you get D4 added onto it.
Okay. Sounds good. Before that happens, Tully, can you make your saving throw to get rid of
5.
pain?
I failed again.
All right.
Again.
Yeah.
Okay, so everyone's blessed.
Yeah.
Nice. Thank you, Oscar.
Magnar, it is your turn.
Shouldn't Magnar be at 3, not 6? Because I took 4 initially, then 3, and then 3 from the acid just then.
I will believe you. It is your health.
I could be wrong, but I believe that's correct.
All right. Magnar's at 3. What do you do,
Okay.
buddy?
So for my bonus action, I can use Second Wind and heal.
Yep.
Should I do my attack first? Does it matter what
No,
order they
you
happen
can
in?
you can do it in whichever order. You have a
Probably
list
doesn't-
of actions that you can take. So
Okay, I'll do my bonus action. So I heal D10 plus 1.
Mhm.
That's 4.
okay,
So I got a 7.
okay, that's pretty good.
Not nothing, but
Yeah.
it could have been better. And then I guess I can either attack the blight that is in front of us. I'm going to run up and attack the boss. Fuck it.
Okay. So you were standing very close to Oscar, right?
Oh, sorry. Wait. Bonus action for Surge means I couldn't then pass my healing potion to Neoma, right?
No.
Okay. Wow, shit. Okay. Yeah, I was standing in the back with because we were just fighting the hobgoblin,
Okay.
so I was in melee.
So as you're popping by, the twig blade just sort of lashes out at you.
Mhm.
And rolls a 14, so you're good.
Yep,
so yeah,
cool.
you continue on your way and you get up to Dern. What do you do?
Yep. crank him in the face with the warhammer.
Go for it. Roll that attack.
20.
You hit. Is that a nat 20 or 20 altogether?
No. That's
Okay.
a modified.
All right.
Okay, so that's a D10. That's a 1, which I can re-roll because it's a damage roll. Because of great weapon fighting.
Mhm.
And let's not be another 1 because I can't roll that shit. That's a 1. Plus 3 strength, so that's 4 damage.
Okay, so you hit the hit Dern, and it kind of like, you know, dents his armor a little bit, and he goes, now a real fight. And he throws the longbow away and pulls out a giant like scimitar and attempts to swing it down at you. And he rolls a 18.
Yep, that'll do it.
Okay. You take 4 damage.
Okay, back to 3.
All right. The twig blight in front of Tully, or sorry, in front of Oscar, just sort of like scratches out at your ankles. Goes for the that Achilles tendon. And rolls a 13, so I believe you're good.
Yeah.
So Neo, up to you.
Okay. Come with me on this journey.
Mm-hmm.
How close am I to Dern?
You could make like the width of this room is like 25 feet. Well, sorry, I guess
Okay.
the diameter of the room is 40. So technically, Magnar, you wouldn't have been able to run up to him. But I'm gonna say Dern was sort of walking forward as the longbow happened. So he's about, we'll say, 25 feet away.
25 feet away? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do this anyway. Okay, so I don't want to get close to him though. Okay, I'm not gonna do this because I don't want to get close to him. That's so stupid. I want to do this, but I'm not gonna do it because it's a stupid action.
All right,
I'm gonna.
then what will you do?
I'm gonna use Ray of Frost.
Okay.
At Dern.
Go for it.
Okay.
Remember your D4.
Yes. I add it to my attack or my
roll. Your attack roll, not your damage.
not your damage. Okay. 19.
You hit.
Okay. I'm gonna roll. Okay, so that was an 8 plus 2, 5, 10 damage on Dern. That was the highest I could roll.
Okay,
Nice.
so this Frost comes out and sort of he's engaged in combat with Magnar and does not see this ray coming on out, and it just like it coats him, and he's just like, "Rah!" But he's still going, but the cold is seeping into him.
His speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
Okay, sounds good. Erky is now like, oh, all right, and he sees this twig blight, and he's like, "I'll get you, you beast!" and you know, rains down with this little hammer, and he misses. This thing is just too skirty for him, and gets out of the way. Grenell is now seeing that Durnham is sort of locked in combat with the hobgoblin, so she sort of kind of like is like weaning her way around the room and whatnot, sort of out of his periphery, and goes,
You here to help us?
To
like the group of you.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Free
Yes.
the goblins.
Oh, okay. And then she like
Hashtag free the goblins.
She kind of like her hand suddenly starts glowing, and she reaches down and touches the twig blight. And her hand is growing this like very like pale blue light, and she touches the twig the twiggy thing at your feet, and it just crumples and dies.
Nice.
Sick.
And she
Thank
and then
you.
she sort of like winks at Oscar and says, "Go get him, big boy."
Okay. Yeah.
Tully, it's your turn.
Okay, so little branchy thing is dead. The only enemy is Dern. I still have this stupid curse on my brain, but I'm also blessed. All right, so I'm gonna try This is some weird math. I'm going to try and shoot Dern.
Yeah. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna roll for the D4 minus of Bane, and then roll for the D4 minus or plus of Bless.
So I roll a 19 minus a 3 plus a 2.
18.
18. 18 hit.
You do not hit.
I don't hit it with an 18?
No.
Yeah.
What? Okay, hold on. All right, now I'm gonna roll. That's the end of my turn. I'm gonna be like, right, free the goblins, and now I'm gonna roll to break this stupid curse. So hold on, 18 minus 1 plus 2, 20 to break this curse.
You break it because you see beside you, Grenell goes, "Oh, I'm sorry," and she like kind of weans it away from you. She goes, "It's about keeping up faces, you know."
Yeah, I get it, but that really honked.
Yeah. So, Oscar, it is your turn.
Yeah. I'm gonna go help out Magnar with Dern. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, he's close enough for me to move and attack, right?
Dern, yes.
Yeah.
You can get up on there.
All right. So first attack is a 20, not natural 20, but just a 20.
Yep, you got it.
Okay.
Nice.
I hit for 4 points of damage.
Okay.
And I have one more use of the War Domain power, so I'm
Sure.
gonna do that.
Impress your new wife.
Yeah. So I get another attack, which is a 4, so I miss.
Yeah. So this first attack hits Dern. He goes, "Ah!" And he's sort of like down on one knee, and he's like, I'm not dead yet." Magnar, it's your turn.
That's what you always want to hear a villain say is, "I'm not dead yet."
Yeah.
That's like the classic villain line, right?
Now I'm on 3, so I'm debating drinking this healing potion, but I guess I can't discuss that with the team because this is a combat.
Just do what Magnar would do.
I mean, I don't want to die, so yeah, I'm going to use my action this turn to quaff the healing potion.
He's just on the ground. You're standing in front of him, and you go like, "Oh man, sure would suck.
Better
this
crack
healing
a cold one
potion."
right now.
Yeah.
You
No,
always
actually-
play to your character. Always.
Magnar's like, "Oh, it looks like you're dying, but that's none of my business." And he sips the potion like Kermit, the Kermit meme.
So, Magnar, you quaff this potion, and you can recover 2d4 plus 2 hit points.
2d4 plus 2. Okay,
Karma will make it both ones.
that's 7.
All right.
I rolled a 1 and a 4. So
There you go.
so 10.
Yes.
That's my action, so I can't attack this turn.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a bonus action, right?
Yep.
So can I pull my shield out and equip that
Sure.
instead of two-handing the warhammer, so I can present a better front line?
Yeah.
So I have the shield equipped now.
Yeah. You drink your. Do you do like what are you doing as this is all happening?
I drink the potion and then pull my shield out and smash the potion bottle on the shield and yell at Dern.
What do you yell at him?
I say, "Let's go!"
All right. So Dern kind of goes and goes, so I see you're not noble. You have no honor, dwarf. And he kind of like tries to do like a swing up attack from the ground. Wow. And rolls 22. And you take 4 damage, Magnar.
I would have laughed if you took all the damage you just healed.
God, right?
And he like spits out blood as he's doing this. Neo, it is your turn.
Okay, we're gonna do this again. Am I still blessed?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna Ray of Frost Dern again, hopefully. An 18 doesn't hit him, does it?
No, it does not.
No. Okay. I don't hit him.
All right. Anything else you want to do?
There's not a lot that I can do. But what I think I will do is like if there is, I'll use like a.
Wait, sorry. Is it so? This spell attack, is it against anything or just against AC?
It's just against AC.
Okay, then yeah.
Okay, so I'm trying to think of like a bonus action that could like put me behind something.
I mean, you can still move, right? You haven't
No,
used your move, don't you?
yeah, I know. I'm just trying to like think if like there's anything in the room that like I could get out. Like I'm pretty far away from him already, but if there's anything that I could put in between the two of us, like I'm so low health, but I want to be near a cleric, hoping that one of them will help me. Probably Erky, because I know that Erky is still like up.
Yeah.
So I'll probably just like climb behind Erky and like
So
just
you're
be
like
like, please
behind
help.
the gnome, like
Literally
you got
behind the
any
gnome, being like, you got any healing? Because I fucking hurt.
Erky. So Erky's kind of he goes, oh, healing. Yeah, I could probably do that.
Jesus.
What's that spell again?
You're not allowed to give me any kind of grief about being a
I
cleric.
just yell, I'm sorry, Oscar.
And he sort of reaches out and goes, here, Paylor, I could use some help. And he it's the way clerics
sounds familiar.
talk. Yeah.
A little help.
And Neo, you heal 8 points of damage.
Wow, what an all-star cleric.
Oh, that was the opposite. I put
Praise,
Oh yeah,
praise Tempest. I yell at the side because I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
she's a cleric of Paylor.
Oh, praise Paylor. I don't know.
Grenell just sort of like she continues skirting around. She's like, "This is not where I parked my car," and like gets like right on out of there. So Tully, it is your turn.
All right.
Dern
finally.
is on the ground, and
Do
he's
I have
the only one.
advantage? Because he's like not going to dodge my arrow. Or
No,
something?
if anything, I would put disadvantage because there's two dudes standing in front of him. But this is your heroic moment, so I will give you
Alright.
the opportunity to make this roll.
I'm going to channel all of the moments, all of the hero training montages came up for this moment where I kill the Kobold Lord and freed the goblins.
Yeah. Do you remember that you are blessed?
I roll a 13.
With the bless?
With the bless?
You.
Oh!
What did you forget?
I forgot my +5 for attack. I roll an 18.
No. You miss.
Ah!
You miss.
Chunky boy.
Oscar, you're standing right in front of him.
All I can do is attack. I have no spells or anything. So that's a 19.
You hit.
Okay. Cool. That's 8 points.
All right. How do you finish this?
Oh, sick.
My king. Oh my god.
I kind of like just like I do that like thing where you like twirl the hammer, and I'm like, I was like, you got something on your face, and he's like, what? And I'm like,
Yeah. So he's like makes a Tim Allen noise, and then
Yeah.
just.
yeah.
And yeah, the Dern is bapped hard, and goes down unconscious
Sick.
on the ground, dead.
God.
Get bopped.
Yeah, you done did it. Like all the hobgoblins are dead.
Would you say we done it?
We
You
done
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 it.
Yeah.
Reynold, you're free now.
And so as this is happening behind you, you hear a, "Is it done?" And there's the whole throng of goblins just watching behind you with like Grenell and her little like she's got a staff now.
Can we all just put thumbs up? Like all of us? Just like,
Yeah.
yeah. You're good.
And then they all just like let out this big cheer. They're like, he dislocated my arm, but that's okay. Yeah, the goblins are all cheering. You have freed them from the tyranny of Dern the Hobgoblin, and Grenell is up front, and she sort of like hobbles. She sort of like walks up to you with her staff and goes, "You have freed us from the Hobgoblin's terrible tyranny. Thank you. I'm glad that you were able to look beyond the demeanor that most humans and other races," and she looks kind of over at Magnar, "have about goblins. We're not nearly as
as terrible as people make us out to be.
See?
Uh-huh.
What? But who are you and what brought you here?
We're looking for our friends. We're the Moonlighters. We're going to be the world's greatest guild of adventurers.
I see. The Moonlighters. Sounds like it was made up by a very smart person.
Her name's Rezagix, and she's a goblin too.
Ah, yes, I knew it. I can see goblin ingenuity when I hear it. Well, you are welcome to rest here, but I hear from the rest of them that you wish to journey down into the below.
We have to go rescue our friends who apparently were sent to the wizard.
Ah, Bellic. You would do well to be on your guard against him. But I warn you, he's tricksy, and we sent the two that you came looking for quite a while ago. I would not keep your hopes up that they are alive.
We have to keep believing.
Well, yeah,
All
we'll
right.
figure it out.
Yeah.
So with that, the goblins all cheer, and they offer you a place to rest and whatnot if you would like before you head down on into the
Yes. Yes, please.
into the shaft.
Let's have
Yes.
a party with the goblins. It'll be
I
amazing.
would
It'll be like
love to have a
bonfire.
goblin party. Absolutely, I would love
Yeah,
that.
we'll dance around it. It'll be rad. Magnar
yeah.
will have to confront all of
Magnar's
this.
gonna hate it.
It's gonna
Yeah.
be Ewoks base in the Ewok
Yeah.
party essentially. And with that, we will call today's session to a close. Save the goblins and all that fun jazz. Turns out you truly are all heroes.
Yay! We did it.
That was a lot of stuff. So
Yeah,
much,
yeah.
so much stuff happened today. I was really trying to truck us along because I wanted us to get to the point, because now we get to descend even further into
excited.
into the Sunless Citadel.
The
Uh,
sun.
So
Nice.
before we wrap it up and I call this to a close for the YouTube portion of this, let me go around and thank my wonderful players by allowing them to introduce themselves to you. So we started with Funko and we ended with TQ. So let's start with TQ and end with Funko.
Thank you, because my throat is dying. I'm TQ. Thanks for watching the game, everyone. You can find me on twitch.tv/TQ. I'm sick. I'm sorry. This is not my normal voice. I love you all.
Great, thank you, TQ. Adam,
Hey, my name's Adam. I had a lot of fun. Twitch.tv/cbats.
get up on that mic. We can barely hear you.
You can barely hear me.
Yeah.
Twitch.tv/cbats.
There you go.
Yeah.
Great. Serge?
Hi, I'm Serge. You can find me over at twitch.tv/Serge Jaeger. Thanks for hanging out, friends.
And Funk?
Hey, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. My name's Funko, and I'm going to catch a quick lunch break and then I'll stream because I do the late night.
Yeah.
At twitch.tv/EL_Funko. So I'll be live in like an hour.
Great. So go on over after this if you're still watching stream today and check out Funko. Also tomorrow is Multipals with Adam and Serge. I'm actually going to be away because I'm taking a self-care day. I'm gonna go get a massage and help my back and all that kind of jazz. So all kinds of fun stuff. And if this is your first time coming on over to my channel, how's it going? I'm Bengineering. I do a bunch of stuff with all these friends. I'm really blessed to have so many amazing, talented people in my life. They're all really terrific. Please consider hitting that follow button. And we will be back in 2 weeks as we are. So that'll be the 25th of July. And it'll be a good old time. I'm really pumped for that. So until then, we will see you later, and good night. Roll some crits and all that jazz. We need
Bye.
we need like a
Thanks,
good
man.
sign off. We'll get there eventually. All right.
And thus concludes. I don't know.
Yeah.
No.
All right. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.